de ebre o sheri koko ana eno so ehonum buzu tie nit 100.9 FM na ene eyewuku ada sisi ana ebobosumi no akona wieye majele
over
sisi ebobosumi no akona wieye
ene first just say 1st October yes October when the akoka bosumi mi no nyame ye adoma
yasase ye bubu obubu obosumi ne yewura mu
pepe na koye
na kojo na ho fe do di free hine
oh sa
keto wa fe do
sa me sawo
keto wa me fe do
sa
na mani age
oh we that's over
I say baba na ya de papa
baba no me say
Ghana ha nyina obi antimi ntwa alaje faruku but I said baba we de we ya
tell baba we so na just a champion baba oh champion your friend Kobi or Taifa or Taifa
but alaje faruku there agege top 10 wallahi
so on the hono as standards be na
you hear the dollars
no na o chen Kobi no chen say $200
alaji yade into tum say enne yeah chese obubu obusumi ne de dikai kura afempinu aduonu enum na yetena ase a efremi man tijumadi no so e wo neat 100.9 FM na dwumadi me amidi ho chia me adakabere mamudu wosioma na se de me wofa ase da nyina wo ye no fefe jijimita apata e de me bebetena ase na bibi mpo na me refi me ho a wakai me eno ntin majeri osai agiman na kwadwo agiman otemanim hase ya obua ama bibia atoto yi na eye production de panyin kwadwo da me ado ne sire na aso panyin kwadwo da me ado yi no ene wagigim ama chese wo kwa so nyame so be sira no du baby on matches will be ma also maybe we de kwadwo sire ye ne kakra mo so ababi ye ne kakra mo so ababi into production is the naso na eye majeros agima yada ene owo mi akwefiri ye ana wo mo ehwe atoto na akwefiri ye service mranti kwa emienu technical production no yabeba panyini me ko eye nanu me ko program be kwasi yada no e wa denchemo so okay me do denchemo so na ye nam say maboko nie na e fence yabe nsoso ene wo atifi hono mi
anti wo fa denchemo so no esono
ye wa denchemo so mensnimu
okay
enu denchemo so district
okay
and na district capital na ye Akwatia and na ye fence ye Ghana Consolidated Mining a diamond and I need to know how into the ma no there's a diamond a was assassin to the friend denture more so district
that's right
na uko kumasia na udi etwem a Greek in Zama
hono
why you can see me chia na nankansa bo de kinsadus chia na papa na watwem a Greek in Zama no eduko ohwimase into udu ohwimase na wasane na afroa nanka ne nifa no so de kwa piti atu beba be sane bio du sane ye no anache se denchemo so na woko is denchemo so wono no na sase no na nanom wo ho no matete ne ye ye wo Diamond Hill ene ukukumase ya ba bia arise ya chese wo hwe dan akese asisi no ho eye ohwimase no eye hilltop into free hilltop na wo ko eye Diamond Hill Diamond Hill ho na usi dan a na wa hunso wasi dan papa so na ntu do Diamond Hill and na ubehunu a gated estate just a airport residential area the main entrance to Diamond Hill no Osei Mensa Bonsu Avenue into near the Diamond Hill main entrance was actually why you beyond
you say
Osei Mensa no into near Diamond Hill yes see adan kese edan a airfo ho na $2 million
fine
so and yes see adan nya na the main entrance
so na we dey na California dan nya
na just California so no Malibu ho no it just the main entrance na we wura Diamond Hill no and na eye Osei Mensa Bonsu Avenue so no and na wuntu so te eye hilltop
okay
Inti ene dia wo pass ase inti afi na
just say honey kama
hoye kama papa and na akodi kroto just a time I bet to tomu. Oh, and then the Kumasi no ane jusu. Kumasi no aye Kumasi between Ejoso and the Konongo and the Abono Lakeside home. Sasa de hono. Te Kumasi Kumasi no New Kumasi no Ejoso and the Konongo e Konechi e kwa Abono. So and a new Kumasi. Okay. Until they say Wunya Sasso baby and who's a host in a greater Kumasi industrial special economic zone. Yeah. Ewo. So no. And no mu chakwan so the atomo atwam a year jabbing at the Aquasumason Quanta. Now there's another road or no a link you to a year above 4 fence. So no. And then they could do Kruto. Matiana. It na a honmono between jabbing and the Bessianse, and a Josoni Chamberlain assassinate down mono. Was a Yano, a Josso Bessianse, Yano, Bessianse, Jamasi Estate. Now Bessianse Jamasi Estate, no. Na ye nyase 100 acres bia e din be ne mfanto no se wuniano wo be sit dan a e bro $3 million assassinate be chewo. Oh, okay. Wuniano sit dan a ne value no enam $2 million $3 million ya dey assassinate be chewo minimum I know say minimum 2 acres near the amount just sisa dan ni so I know say pa e din be ne mfanto no e din dey e be hwe e do e be hwe. So because baby assassin dano. What's another than 15 da? I will brony a map room. Once a brony our to share no. If any fuller. And you don't cook myself fuller road. Yes. Until fuller and a to share no. I said Bruno on the be planning job na. Fuller. It fuller to share no. That's that time no just in so be da ho. Na just say okọ dwabia himfia. Da sebre to sreb wo ye wo hine kese e be kirewo. So no say akentensu. The same so kentensu no dwabia himfi be kire de no mo kokoye wa kentensu na fulla beto hye no e de na ba ya e was enti ene no sa epomu hono no so hono pomu hono no akase pomu hono no between Bisiase dwabe chen krum ajoso no na ye si adan minimum of $3 million near the assassination no e din be na fanto so wa ba de din de be dwen Obi at Diamond Hill. Obi at a hilltop. What's 2 years yet? Ya bedroom ho. Ya bedroom ni amani din mu du pa. Din mu du pa so ho. E din at say 3 miles away from airport. You say Airport Hills. Airport Hills. Meme azemo. Et mu pedi mi afantro at na. So we are near the hills. Yeah, the hills are better town. Because I will share the Ebekoso of Buankra and oh yeah. Na sa se ya ken no na bankrai de e just say amanfo any bra na bere wo ho no anya asem keto because time na elampont de ba no oh ja sa bre no woman e wo nsa se wo nyina oh e just say na anya asem keto nti wo hwe bankrai bebe ya e ho no sa se no ye hweso yi na me kan say oba na hwe the value of a dana wo se hwe plan no na ebetwam $2 million $3 million there and they say assassin kwa dey achew they move within a period of a year 24 months I was saying dan utimi ewie so no enya asem keto na we guy money o money nim say ye dey develop crew hilltop for Diamond here for no denche mo so mfa manage the only idea I had dwene kakra ne say nka assembly or ho okay nanka nananom etimi ehwe edi equity asase na developer eba no be betete ho no kama one stop shop good planning ni see high value high end properties say or ho no mo I would have thought nka assembly no so be ye bibi kakra bi was free akwan no ohwimase twam denche mo so de abesna kotre de no twede no akwan nye and what's the point say ya draw carriage na ye mfutukwan na amena dedem na off dem mfutukwan no ya asphalt na assembly na timi age ebre edi edin sign the jabesio say o say chairman sabonso avenue na men ekwan na eko no no eyem futukwan a emu atutuo enti I'm asking myself say ya na car ben na wo mo de fadeko efie
So we share the class of people no one because what the can dey stand to sank ekoba because e dey society no ye nyepe wo and na your baby wo ho and then ente say ye hwe kura say mfutu kwa ente say ba ho baby ente say ba
because say wo radwabin krom na wo hwe je we adwabin krom ya gu akwan so na ya prapra gota num na ya prapra dwabin krom ho no no a edan nya fe kwa na ye fe Eho I lead. Unse sa wo share away asoma beke. We unse wo share I we watch my dress die now. Ai. Unse abusapanya kresi ho no. Kon se de okona mi antes na de koyo sa. And na eno ne direct top seat na ye be papa fie no. Yes. Ba unse be fie ni nche unse fie bi se o. Ensuo no mumu na se ensuo no na wokodwabe abakwasemu a ensuo no ensuo a abodwabe ho ban papa
jakeshira
abo se ensuo no ne si kwan ma afi nipa bi kokko free asrema so nkwanta se ye ba na fede idwabe ahimfi okọ na ye si ntwene so a so ntwene ni bi esu se de jata na esu esu se jata na esu no na tumu se chese dwabe
no eno na wudru methodist asoro dan no ho a dentene jata na wo ka no nti ho abakwasem no mo kan nya so keto a
sata na chese jata no na omo na abodwabe ho ban ama chese nsuo yiri yenya ba bi mfa
eno kwa yese wo oba na komp na twe kura na se abonofo obi di wati a otimo bon ho ban akopim so obi fi etu bo so onam nyina na wo ti adoma beti adoma wo ti adoma pe no say you are safe
what do fi
o go do be ko fi
enti da bia no ke nyina ye bom pa na ye nya wo hene pa a wo hene a wo ye influential because wo hwe between 2017 BC and na dwabe ne exploits a just watimi ama dwabe aye ekuru kese so
ona onse we Dr. Sapon tamono ya Ashanti regional minister and na no be na sie and na no to sribo friend no say na onti baby akoye wasie ye a ekwan ye poto ya kwho ba ndi wani wu when you say na waka ho nti ye bibi fan we ana anya awọ na ba beja ho wa fa ne ye dan man ne kwan e fa so ye dan man ho nyina omuji
akwan ne tu no
omuji akwan ne tu mi ta wo ba ka paki e kwan ne so wo mu ye ne na ka we a Dr. Sapo kwanya me a to sa fe ono se na ye ne kra no wo mbe ye no this man yes you say you send me
and president of the republic Kukudru Kumasi and okuni fewa atasma so ono and na odeko na chese unya wo hene pa with the same thing and in the 60s na nipa miensa that time ye presidential elections republican elections no na 1960 ye na nipa miensa ejina ye no Kwame Nkrumah and Solo Dampton and Dr. JB Dankwa into womo kono one of the persons are almost signed Kwame Nkrumah nomination forms na Burma Utua Champon Burma Utua Champon no one na ye kuma woman hene so hono inti nam mwa wode bua Ghana through Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no ene ma ye kuma wu just TKSS school ne ba ye kuma wu akwa na oyiyi ye ena mpanifo na free kuma wu enso bua satam so no na eho nyina kwabre efija kwabre constituency no ene kroboduce na ye MP kroboduce so hwe ye ema ehunsuo ne ade a ewo se ye nyina no enti amakumawu agina ho no mo a ezotum se kumawu kru no ida bia no wo hene de ototo no ma so hono na wama emmoa no aba ama omanma enti I would take this opportunity say you be commend dasibri true srebo wo hene kese se de wasi ama dwaben etimi agina brane na akwan ahodo a in fact ufra himfie wo ekọ edumu ahe friends community center on no say chese the way akwan no eda so no
nje no my double road na
asphalt api
oh yes
dwaben yekuru
be chanka
dwaben yekuru papa dwaben yekuru papa ntino na so kuro mu te san sa na obebebusa ye hwe ne yanka obake dum so ozera kabre Marjorie is renewing 100 NHS cards free for people. How many are you going to renew? NHS as NHS
Wama ayo we no kra no ebia edia hyase renew be frame damasenti. If I try say na me 100 but minya 525 messages and course no nti my bomb modern na me 225
okay
nti ena wie na me try say me de 100 be count me my 325
100 no total cost na you saying
100 no total cost na your average of 27 cedis
in emphasis 2700
100 you 2000 no 100 yeah average na 2,700 and Marco 200 asset and runner must spend about 6,000 and I'm at 100 Eba County say they make 9,000 close to 9,000 yeah I just say I hear the amount
nyame enshira it made the me the amount no me be ma wo kokoam na me e che say menua ma no be yire
be Europe nti menka be kwa me pese wo
menka do de kokoam na me de be ba boa e che say menua ma se tia no o mo fa pen paper no mo de tire
o mo de tire no mo je de obeye bia no sa wo tire radio no so na wo ye we o be fia na
ba wunya enua ma no so no mo tufu
oh yes
wunya enua ma no mo tufu wunya ba tufu a de papam and na wo mo ani it is
also on channel so ye ofa wo catch no eyo nana and on channel birthday and let's say in line of that no we try to do something to
what they say on the me amadi na my
the birthday channel me adom na just 5 years
anya 5 years na just nyame nshira na na guso Alisamu amedofo Alisamu also please my NHS is overdue wireless Alice with the for details no fama abena free mama me na me hwe na abena free man ko renew wo de no fama what na na me fanka Marjorie de no why and Alice fama abena free man into sending a message on a year abena free man will get in touch with you near ye is here the menu man monza me fa hwe nche you me nye bibia mpato me pegidi bia me pegidi bia enti oze piagia was happy new month for ADAKABRI when with Dr. Bawumia and Ode Ebaye. Humble McWhite was a happy new month to you, my lecturer on the airwaves. The airwaves are buzzing in wait for the commencement of the lecture on the air. May God bless and keep you over. Marjorie, this is the class prefect. And the class prefect Nakasano. I was the entry Nakasa. Was a good afternoon to you all. And I love your program. Say hello to Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompre Japan. And what they buy. I was here, I was over ADAKABRI. I miss you too much. And how are you doing today? And also the honchia at the Abadanyame, Esunti, comments up pillar 2. And was the AK GBC give Bawumia another chance. Was it is possible for Dr. Bawumia to lead us to victory in 2020? Inshallah, Ebefa. And what they buy. Okubedie Rasta was a good afternoon of ADAKABRI. Also, thank you for your good work doing for Mother Ghana. Please tell Marjorie that he should stop hating Honorable Kennedy. Oh, going to be hating us? No way. Wow. Because he's the hating in ye. Hating in ye. Yaya Kota, Joshua Kota. Say good afternoon, ADAKABRI. His Excellency former President J. Kufuor, His Excellency President Mahama. His Excellency Alan John Kojo Chematin, the president in waiting, all our problems will be over when Alan Chematin becomes president. I will go to a minute that in Tibet. Also, for please, how is Galamsey going on in Sefijabos and Tobia Forest? Turn on off. It's very, very bad. And or they buy Alice. Galamsey has some India. I'm with you. As you Quenteso and I can say, was I'm watching live from Quenteso, greeting to incoming MPP National Women Organizer Mavis Hawa Kumsen and Ode Ebaye. Galamsey Yasemi. And what comes and I know cancer make a chess or bypassing and you know more. Yeah. Said the assassin city alone. And then Nano Bibus as say, into and you know a year Usino Sosono and Penifo Usino and also what to say a year Mumuadu for them. Say no so just the way assassin your funtum more. Na we said we are just say this year galamsey no ho nsensem so about on recent time ya na security issues no ya na ne kan ye kana on say ne no before brandish offensive weapons
na social media but na because my dress ade we ho menim the interest ade na ye too rampant so because ene wo hwe mrante wo nyina so ye galamsey yes yo illegal miners ankasa na wo mo kire so mo di nuro wo mo kire so mo kura tuo me hu kura me say ya ne wenum nyina tete no wo mo just say wo mo kire mu say yes wo mo ye mema wo mo timi kire so obi ani ho na enenam social media ne say
enenam so saa no emfasodie bi wo ho ma oman no
wafa
say yes petisa group of persons na who social media so you didn't see can dwedwa nipa ga busa ho say se asem say first gear da be the second gear da be the third gear da be the fourth gear da be the fifth gear da be the sixth gear na wo gear ben na duru wa hunu sa fe da ben say ya tete was na aben sa wo
in fact we share the fight no said their aircon now we share mranti way omo in fact na say oman and obi beka say we are in the state of insecurity which will be car menena nyadwen because ye knew that level
but are we heading
yes
to the state of insecurity
we send no man na ye hu ne de yes
because the name if you said Takwa Western Regional Police Command etimi actually nipa 9 soldier for mienu ehye military uniform akọ wia gold the free mining company do na sa dishonorable act sa se wo share Ghana Armed Forces atade akọ na ya hankofo wo mo am say hefa na edri
said their aircon no wafa hadwe me enra me se na me da hodin na me hu na wo kwa no kwakohia on social media so no say who said the boy see or yes ebinum kra wotu omutuo kra ento
asa
sa no moka
na se wotu ento no or the testimony
I don't know
so how would I know say who you tutu ento
I don't know
you know say me tutu
ento sa na moka
would be kra na ebo ho ban a ye social media no so ye keka sa ansem no emfasodie ben ne wo mu
emfasodie ben pa na wo fa that's the question enye emfasodie bia na ewo mu eye hu mum na de bre yen eye hu ena de bre yen ena eka bibi kire nse okona ye ekono because guys nyina wo mu nyinara wo mu ye kro mu gina galamsey site ho ena mo ye videos no mo ne se kan twitwa mo ho e kire mo se ye o twa no kure ntwa ena no pe ba ko bia me hu ye se kan no kuta no de twitwa bode haban a kire se kan ye sharp ena o de sensa ne ho a entwa obi anu aka so se yen gina obi a utwa na ntwa de ne wo ye de se kan be wo ye mo no waka ne sa no de ja o
tu nso no
yes that is what you are saying
enye nei ena ye di aduro na chese ye free di aduro ache so no na ye free di aduro acha you are asking yourself say and net the identity ye brandishing is if it says me do call even a year 1954 55 echo 56 e wo Kumasi ahinkrom na sa time CPP4 ene ye pense NLM4 ye e wo Kumasi and as na omo wo guy bi on man baby near from naka amafo so naka na chese Kumasi zoo ni nchen ho no 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 mo horo ka ho ene ba se san tokwa sibi ene san krofo e si etu o mafiri ho ye mo enya ebonsuo no ho biem iti naka amafo no ena ye tu o mo na CPP4 no fa o mo ene do mo kwotena eye asoase so on say asoase no so no o mo ye ho no kwa menkuma say o mo sisi wo de ma eye returnees wo mo ko soldier wo mo ba ye no isisi ba bi ntina asoase de chese CPP4 no so ekogu wonti asoase ene CPC ene be ye CPP4 o mo stronghold wo Kumasi so hono ena Asante no town so ebebe ye eye UP4 no so stronghold NLM4 no stronghold na that time NLM4 no omo panyini ba kwa je so ye strong pa wutwi fa so ntwi me am papa le so say no ye professional photographer so no na sa time o ma na age ayi aboso ansa na aye mpapa kwesi prempe ene aro frimpong manso so no o mo so operate from aye aswase ene CPC bi dwura Nana James usunum na je say kumase na ho ena ekoba say wana kama fo no baaye no ena akwa baako no eka eye action groupers no ho na je say na said the working the second twa na ntwa uboni tu emu ni tu no gina won no move ana so o move unim say enuro sam no a na omutimi ka say abi mo bia mfasika nka no mo bia mfatuo nka no na emo se mo be defeat na yese mutimi bo modwen at the blog ya listen na yo itimi bu block ni bi na wo the block no bonetiko e de ba ne kon akiri hase no wo the block no itimi bonetiko na itimi bu ne hwe a afi no wo de se kaka na ebetwa wo di tuo bo no a ebebo political terrain no a wo so mutimi etete ya ebua ya emma one of the guys at ne kabeka so a sniper so etimi di blog gina chire baabi eto ye because akwana brandish ni tuo ne no ma nyina na je say hu ana otimi to eye blog no fufiri chire o akwa no ko achi say bim hono ma fe de omu etwitwa de say namanama so eti mimi sa de duro bi abaje bia no
wase
aduro bia so he wona chi wade so enti ya ne hu hia papa pa say ade bi wo hono mu a ade o mu ye no ma se wo hwe the prosperity of my ma na aye bibi e wo ho so obusa ho say da benda na obi di sansika ni bi ebesi wo so da benda na obi di sa tuo ni bi ebesi wo so na we eso mu owura mu but they are not too far away from district capitals eti yanhwe ni ye papa so BBS da BBS da enti mo me yanhwe na yentimi ehu ye fen say and normal ekoso and the Reagan Neuro say good afternoon Mark Jerry I say God bless you for your good work for Mother Ghana. I really admire your professionalism, but I really need your number to discuss an urgent and pressing issue with you. And I know the number at the actual one said that's mine. Inti ninyina you will see timi hwe na yetutu ne ye you will see timi hwe na yetutu ne ye timi hwe na yetutu ne ye abele no wa channel manche minister ne manche I say good afternoon da be abele no wa I say wafa with ammunition and militant state the Galamsey has attained we can get where with this lukewarm approach Galamsey must be fought the way Colombia fought opium and cocaine Alex and odi we say by Ghana man panyini any CSOs Asia ifiada na yawada na ifiada I should take it say ifiada
na okay ifiada
into omushia agenda no dear pa na ususo say omo de beba se nya o mine nim dada
oba no de what do we from but you see no na e just anka ahemfo no kan ho bi minim so mo special arrangement on be see ahemfo na because here ka so kon we na nanom ka ho bi enti minim de enti omo no anye part because woman asase ye yo omo dia enti woman no betimi aboa yie pa na e de ya na aka over e de pa na aka me de me hu ne say de aka ne ye your friend is saying engagement with those who are mining in concessional areas
no man hu sika no we are so so munya ya ombejai
wafa the woman say unse nipa ni bi wo ho a ho wo mo ye adwuma no e wo concession mu e ye mining concession enye so ofiti ya no okukuru mfidie dia kwa kusi wo mining concession e mo de afa ho e na ode say ade no enti na ke yehu se wo baabi a wo mine no say ye concession mu dia na say ye twi wuginam na ye regularize on ye monitor na dia watutu no ye hwe say obetimi aye de obetimi akata so because concession dey with details unlike obi on the ofiti yakwakosi nsuo bi mu o mine wo baabi ente say wo mine so saafo ne dey wo dey say etu mu sa ye
for change for at the eba say enka yenyai mine no ebretia wam na yenteki a stock of licenses ahodo a yede ama enkrofo na yenteki inventory of mfidie yagigye na yema 48 engineers regiment enhwe sa mfidie no so na yenyusu technology na yemfa improve the fencing ensuo no omu use technical word be turbidity of the water
turbidity
nanka omu nhwe enye saade no na fe no yensan emma samrante no a omu ye galamse no yema wo mu ankasa nye de enreclaim na fe yen set ground rules no yen reset ground rules no eyi na thereafter no obia ekọ sokọ ye wadwuma ya grant ya hwe wo mfidi onkrata mu say ne ese kokoye na ensuo mu nka ho eye kwaye brentuo mu kwaye no mu enka ho na fe yesan hyase ese ye bie mu a na ubu mra no so de a at the minimum ayi no kura de na kese life sentence na wunya ba bi mfa wuti enwura aden na yentimi kese yentimi kase temporary no ye jaya de no
baba say e jaya bi pen yo me jaya de I disagree with obi obeka say ye jaya because ye jaya bi pen ye jaya ma minus wo mkro mo ye genuine mining no mo so mo boka because mining ye nka say ente say ye mining yo enti jaya de to some measures now can find but jaya de ye jaya bi pen almost 2 years but ye nhwe
ye jai ne pass here na say ye see ye jai
ya dwen say ye jai na eso ni ye say tete avedi eti ye na asan jago
because ye ka state of emergency ye kan ya say state of emergency no do we even know what it entails so you see a declare state of emergency do we know what it entails sabi ye nyina nka adwendwene ho na nka ehunu say afa akira nko no na wakoye bibi na fe na age ensem because ye ka we nyina say samrante na ekuta offensive weapons egugura mu hono no say ekoba say womo forcibly under specific rules ye flush womo from wura mu ho a womo de say suban we ni say akode no e betena he
say wofa anything ye ka say there should be proper regularization because enya womo kura ekuta akode ne pe womo ko womo ye adwuma no kura na womo ye we no womo no hwe eye de womo nyanom ne ade na alternative livelihood na ye ka say ye plan de ama womo no so we are not doing enough
because amna no a ededa nwura mu wono yenim nipa dodo a yama wo mo summary execution edo ma hyehyɛ sa amna no mu do we know say wura mu ho misunderstanding
sana etete
say misunderstanding bi si nwura mu ho no mu a na summary no yesi we yenya no kwan a oman no district by district yenim nipa dodo a esi yabua no fo wura mu ho no mu a yedu omo ahyehya amenanum akum omo ato atwene yenim
ofende yenim no yenim say ye pese ye hu so na ame agehu aye the consequences na e dey ba so obi tu no wankata amana no so a so because so wutu no wankata amana no so na ema aye woma aye illegal wom the excavators ni ade ne omo de amana ni se den mu nku wom woma wi a woma gya hokọ no iso no begina mu ana korikori fo na kwakọ yesha ase woma no na amana no ku wom woman na amane no ku won pa so nti any nipa said ya woken pa bonefo no won pia won de won ma amane no yaku won
bibi kakra bi na amotre
so we don't know because I wish the won de better to social media no so to say senkrofo we no no sebe on a level of thinking no
enya kakra bi na yehunu no social media
yeah kakra bi na me kan
atrocities in the bush
yes and na me ka say wo share de yehu social media no so de it tells you the cost of bush
because me nua ba ko oda ho multimedia e wa asante just say yetwitwa no papa yetwitwa no a just say enanyame etimi age no a otimi kura metene ne so kasapɛ ma da nyame ase o bank na bia so baba be chia me ansa na wasa akọ no na wo hwɛ sɛ yetwitwa no adi emfasodie be pa na onya firi mu sɛ owuyi akekwa wukwa into the trauma see atwitwa wo nwuram na satam wanya tire ne dim erastus nyame na asha brante no so all this while just obi omu decide say ye beto atwene baabi abufuo kakra bi na ba ho say Idi Amin na unse Idi Amin free Roman sofono and now or catching Roman sofono the Roman sofono and conquer and a Roman sofono catch and say nya dia obetimi aye and Idi Amin matu so anu kum sofono ukum sofono no buy and commanders ni nyina gine mo no and now catch romo I've killed him. I was angry and I've killed him.
That's all.
Not just a fair, your fair Roman software, and then it's not pension, echo stage, say, accident, and the idea kuno. Into a hair for the gumuda on the spare, Nibufu, will be me a jack quiet. I want one and one. See, no Mukratania, young Amuno.
Over Anya Shakran, but yet, Mekanya, okay. My visited 8 solid typical Galamsey sites.
Copedio.
Na miano meko miam to say and na man beka say unse wo mka say blue water gas wo me and am say oh yet ya di agro we just joking because say wo ko Galamsey side typically na baby on wafa baby on me kuta Galamsey ni no onam ho na okono nam kura na okono di wache kuta na haban mu e no nam ekuna no amana no matu on nam no no onam no wo grabro wo ko na za na untimi ma aha say na eti o no catch them you say na etie e democrat for am ye once untimi ma enya dia obetimi kura ko you can't not even the military officers any police for no you need a special training and say obetimi kura dia face wo say site ho no it say dia work no one nim all the four corners of the site no mo no now do site ho na who say yes I told you just say dia tie no fa woman in any menunti, there was a time. Nana or Abomusu na or mining association be. And now o proposes a and Grafona mono more aircon. Ejo money ya miners no e France a moment to me said yako. And to say Besha woman legitimately one etu from a good and normal tax force be. Say tax force ni say no won betimi angele because omo de omo ye mine ni bi won nim say nkrofo we no anya so ordinarily wo call ya and na chasa wo nipa wo nim typical Galamsey site no am ekoso wo because ono ba bi obefa no ground timi mfa
but see ano
you see
I was here man nipa e ben wo omo etu Galamsey no wura mu wana
and America no
yentimi deploy drones
wava ye betimi deploy drones no ko mo timi fire bi na atofom. That is what we been
and the drone in man said Russia the Ukraine na Russia deploy and drones because yes say as Galamsey na some na down no e ba kakra no menu nyina no enso kakra bi e be komini mu no enche ne nyina extermination ne nyina ye be free wiase o enche because would cry what to nsuo form a unse water table no form no linki o unse kotwa na wo form no unse mu betu nsuo form a omo hwehwe ba bia kotwa no wo no ndi ba bia kotwa no wo no na abehunu se ha se yetu nsuo ebetimi anya bi but water table ni nya linked so it is a friend say abo awodo granite ni ade nya no Ghana map no omo ye geography ni betimi a kirewo so mu abo ni nyina ye linked ekwa ebi efri Accra plains wonom sa fa latte ekoko fam praye so kwawu ekwa akosi wanchi so no ni nyina no link the same way the water table no yet so no eno so ye linked enti say ye tratra sa Galamsey we say na ade ne ade monitor hunu say ya shase suffer hospitals are reporting for increase in your friend saying kidney issues right kidney no so say no and they umiemi ankrofo na ho atatai enso ntimi mfro masoro so na yarwa hodo haye etisi yetetete won mo saa no a ebrebe ne ye behunu say sade we beje yensem na saa time no hwan ne betimi confront is it a case of politicians na ye bie influential persons na ye bie ente ye ntimi nka ho asem ntimi nsia no ana say emrante ne mabaawa no mabaawa no kwa kobidie deadly wo wura mu won mana because said was here deadly no wadi aduro no wono no
wadi ado to Ukraine no
ehia se nipa bebe no so no ade o se timi kata ye ne kakra
oba so otumfo kan se wo mo amote ye nyina ye nim wo ma na sabio what kokko so obeka sa semeke ko no aneka yo na neka nti yenim benem say ye pretending so in the fight and ye ka say wo mo ye deadly ebi adunro to to nutu okura wunya no and nti e ba ne so no be fire back oba be ku wafa and no na ekoso no kono ye hwe de be free ma ba me nim dia wo chenom kwa ko discuss Friday but ye hwe say yanye we
the political will no ho say ye fighting
obi a yene de so obi aba obi aso fight ba ye hu hwe nti yen results na hwehwe it's a results in my idea what we say you haven't done anything
before say about about 2016 no edien and na the then government na oye na de no so be pa ba na de no so ka kire yen ye beto about 2024 no de ono ne nsa ka 2016 no ba ye no edien no be ensem o ka fa ho no oye koduru hen fa na de onso ka se ye nto amendment 2024 no onso ka se de no be ye no onso so ba ye de no wo ye so edie be checks and o manma e wa ye de hwe se we ka so ba say ne say no wo ya na
but we say political talk na dey me ana I don't pay attention to them because they me here say wabana action e cause no results until me can just say you are fighting against Galam say one require me twemo enyinem sabre the previous government they be better money show so na make enyinem enu ti kura me ti me share da me be kokuma say ade me twan ya na me 2 1 be 11 because be say me ko experience what is going on na me better radio so na makade me di mani ehu obedu no mo ye tutu o mutu gidi now can't say you are fighting Galam say what are you telling me intimate political statements you know I don't pay attention to them I only pay attention to results and yebenya because it means say one more kasa so one dey to say
enough of the lamentation yen solution but asma ye busa ne say yen o man no say wo bigina simpie so de wo beka ye tie no na ye hwɛ the voter psychology a de obeka ye tie no eno ne ye hwɛ so de to abama na say ye so dogmatic say ye de ye wo ye to ha ye de ye gidie ne enti ha na beko because me busa say prior to 2016 no obi can say ono de ekoso ne nye enti no me ba me ye ni say
yes
all right and am pa 2016 ye to ma no no de o ka say nye na me ba me ye ni say no de o ka so be ye no are we taking san nipa no to the letter so can say uba no right so ye yo so anyo and ye beto about 2024 no obi so ka so dabi we o kan say obey ni say oba wanye ni say me de me ba me ye ni say and no so yasa akwato aba e de ama nipa foforo no tu busa say ya na do we take almost statement no mo ye into account ansa na to aba de ama o ma na de ombeka na ye benya gidie bi wo mo e beto aba de ama o no so wo ma ni so a edien no man ma eye ye betwen na mfie na aso anase ye den
wafa nde say minim say o man ma ne de o hwe me ya na ye wo ye wan say betwen for the next 4 years no mo dey take a decision the next 4 years because option ben ye wo say nipa no waka enti ye be impeachment no ha no ye do that level no mpo eti say wo kana so wanya me de me hu ni say ne Ghanaian voter na why din no hwe Ghanaian voter no hwe din
na ubeye di 4 years no is it not too long
and too long what can you do you can't do anything ubeye dey over be dey obesoreti a series of demonstration we are now nya results are fine anything I mean person may a prophet of doom the ebe course of Friday you share the outcome yeah results in the hwehwe enti say beyond
hyiamu no ne
enti na me say be there still anamon bia ban bi obetu bia ne ye hwe
ananse se dey ade me say akwakoye no say omu hwewura mu ho eno omu ye armed and na said they are not under a central command bi say akwakoye say snipers of leadership we need the team unse ne no they see wo nanu ya brantie omotwitwa ne gaga no unse mrante bi be kan say oh we kura o small killers bi dey akere no nanka otimi beats as small killers here anom bo obi din anom sa bo another person susu din ene sa de omo bo ni din ne another person no omo so me nu aba be video akere say yes omo susu nie ontimi nuru ha na yaye ni say why say edu busa sa snipers of pockets of them no nei ukokokukuru a state of emergency armed force be say would you go to Omasia a bit me a crystallize I feel on join the forces and the state of Ghana and Abekwana. Is it about why somebody would say you name the implications of a state of emergency? So are we sitting on a time bomb or what?
Over time bomb when they are so now Obinso Kaso name the state of the implication of the state of emergency na menim nipa no okan bi anase wanka bi nti yakon kra de sei no emrante etimi ba abontene ebe kire wombobere do mo yo galamsey site wo bambofon so now what do we do? That's the question. Womu timi kire dia womo ye ewo ho womo kire say ya womo ye emrante womo edi aduro womo atwa mo se kan ya entwa womo obomutu a emmo enti say wo kra wo ye crowd radio so a wo kan o masam no kra no it's dangerous because only pan you are not safe. You have to be very careful ewo kwan obefa so obeka sensem because said ya okoneti no na ye hwe dia ye hu social media no so amrant enti me display ni de me anura say me hwe de nam say masa galam say kono you see wo kra no ko yi wani bebra dangerous because you are not safe. That is how it is. Eti wafa ya the to me na amampanyufo ya Ghana for the to me na chamosa to me ni kutamo mona monim de esemo ye do briefing on mampanyin nya no enye bi na ye ayete ya yenya
but you could a unity of purpose said the bibi ma men kai nipa ya so masia da bi ya so ya odi atam so da bi ya so no obebe bi a kire nyansa no ya so no ba bi jate ya kire nyansa o say friend Sandra Banafo na o say if you have a useless government who didn't have policies to address Galamsey issues but now gathering CSOs to discuss about how to solve Galamsey issue, the government should seek those solutions from Ablakwa, Sam George, Ufiama Bua, Sami Jemfi, and the rest because they have their solutions. Nobody will sit with the government to find solutions to it because Ghanaians didn't vote for CSOs to come and take decisions for the nation. Useless government. We were carrying, you know. Now we were no munsu ni bi Ghana had.
Ono so acha na dwen.
Onu munsu ni bi de. Me ne wonu munsu e no. Enti se obi busa CSOs but se mu nsusu de bi am family e mo ne.
Opa boni bi anim send the medical aka say nhia mo de no boni bi anim. That is why me cry me wish well say outcome na be na betum the results aba. So ono so acha na.
Se nsu na ye no na ye issue.
Se nsu na say. Yensu ani nyina say. And lands and natural resources.
In Sutem. So, otherwise, some friend no bunsun kwantano. So, it was in Sutem, which may be a customs for one eternal. In Sutem one mono, a cruise to us also in Suapemso. So, I didn't more at the court, a cuckoo usino, right? And the more kukusi achim mampon asamatam for echi de e de call adasewase and sana just a bepono and eda omachisa. Do we know the topography of Sasasia and then sutam nechi in Suapem so usino mampon nyinam adawase yenim e de kwad kopie na napa asuo frimpon so ede ekọ just achem sechere more so can we are asking ourselves say yenim said the assassinity say you taking class no is it about time one e was yetimi di drone shot eyi de kire wo man ma and so na be at the conscience of the state aye prickled no be aka bibia kire MP ada
wa fa adenti na yenim benim de obi ka chem say yenim na ye de tumi ashom say be me wawa we should know. It is a bypass you were in now we share the way between Samata and Foy and the Mampon. Yet me to your friend is saying a form honum now share baby a so brimuno ya bridge for front of the amano said the soon tata until see a bypass near him say bibisa all. What I didn't say you say young say we have failed as a state. Meaning the to be James. Na nyame na mabeka to say hu an ente say won ka do to me I should be sir. That is it. That is it.
It is the credit in liability in Asia was.
There's someone said the 2 minutes was that. In the Ukraine, you have to see the 2 years will be inside. You walk Obia or see your minister for lands and natural resources. Hey, who name na me Jerry na me. Waba, we shouldn't joke. Because we are on the time bomb. Okay.
William Shiso saying.
Yes, William Shiso.
It is said, who other leader, Etime Abeka say, media what document is and Kenyan saying, would you fresh years or so? I don't know when to me, the other leaders who Musan say, also saying Kenyan say no.
Yokrano and none of Penamene Quabana Craig can say ahemfo nka ho. Ye nim de nti omo nka ho. Afi political parties, all political parties, registered certified political parties. I can invite you omo. Omo dina betina.
Obi ase nyenhie mo ba ko pe.
Enti anunti na ya kan say okay e bia na won ma serialize no.
Economic solutions there. So the same way you betting solutions for Galamsey through Obekan say targeted groupings. Now you the conscience of the state.
Yeah, that's correct. Inti say no yes political parties in the bebem and now whoever political leaders say they bet makobo bia or
the political leaders one ba majority. She ene Musa dankwa therefore ewie kra ye ne be din komo hwe de ekoso ewo MPP mu so ahono say general secretary ne so wa refer abronye edna ma discipline committee nipa bi so asore say enye ne na abronye be bibia ma general secretary na hunu say abronye nye bibi no wa refer ne de ama discipline secretary discipline committee na honorable Ken so ye bibi nra are na honorable Ken de wo JFK mfie nan no wo hunu say de say no ye na wa anya ho hwe na afi na aba be ye hwe obi a omo boabo omo ho ano akono hwe kwan a enoma ekoso ne nsem a ye keka any descriptions omo de memo omo ho etutim say high tenor entokwa ene yekono NDC mu no be every so and General Mosquito Julius Debra General Mosquito Julius Debra is ya on say aye Haruna esoso ne aye forcing aye ato forcing so ebeka equation no on entokwa eboboba ewo NDC no mu so ahunu is ya na fe na akwa the spectacle of aye Julius any Haruna na afi na akwa the spectacle of Julius any Haruna any ato forcing ana Haruna any Julius ana Haruna any asedi nketia na afi na baba hwe asedi nketia any okuje to achete ngungunan enti focus no ba be ye permutations no ba bia obi abe rather than say komodo makoma nyina no ene omunim de nyina ebe mama mpanyini no say ye wa de we di anim. Are you sure that politicians focus in practical solutions to problems our mind face?
Yeah, debatable. I had diversional opinion. We back out to us on your focus. We be better us on your focus. We are to me now, person babidino.
Now, to me, no be saka to me ya. Who can say you who the odi? It ya feel be pay to me na yeden. I feel be pay to me no e dia yeden, majeri.
What I said there, or you'll be an interest. Into one would nature and one who said it here. What nature and now Ube said it because Obian when interest or deba. And I yen Ghana for no so no, and I made a be a make and Messiah Ghanaian voter no why did not teach. Abandon all your dear better Yankasi and Conco to Ebacacoto. It's a Ghanaian voter and so teach it. And I all shed their air coso. So into a nay no.
Now state of emergency, next state of emergency no, or when your emergency powers. No, they are suspended about to 2028. Because it's a bit too galam see and it's not the kind of thing.
It drew her.
But see, there's nothing like legal or illegal mining, as there are no regulatory method for the opposed legal miners. The legality and illegality is just like watchman and security. Their job descriptions are the same. Even some license holders locate their lands to other people allocate their lands to other people to mine, just buy the gold from them. What's why are we behaving as if President Mahama is new to this Galamsey menace? So, if he had the willpower and the know-how to fight Galamsey, he could have been achieved during his first term. And let's bones to the Bible. I say ahead of 2012 and 2016. Then no be the next so. And no be catching so one yard in a year. Then if I go wide, then the helicopter could go around near the AI. So Yanni Coca say could be see Galamsey headquarters. And now we should everyone in ye. Now maybe maybe Siano. Also so ben fie watwe. Oye ni ya na so anye ni ye. Then ahead of 2024, was there be unto so be ya wo ba ya wantimi anye na maybe ba metimi aba be ye. And yesande ma wo na etwetwe ye boa ye ko hia sie so. Intena busa say ye no ye to aba no. Ghanaian voter psychology no. Do we place premium on nipa no de also be ye ne ability so betimi ane ne demonstrable track no. Ye hwa na.
Wafa ye hwe ba ye nhwe into deep. So what researchers available nomne ade na Ghanaian voter no ohwe. But I am not hwe na with the spirit of gullibility, because you be say actually say nipa they are working all by obetumi aye. They are all king all by obetumi aye na. So you mo enchire nhwe. Na moment ran say ade no be fa ye ni mo ana e say okay. Fa gidi ni fa ma no. Sa na akwakoye. You see, sana kwa kokoye. But ni nyina mo politicians no so everyday yadwen ne hu. The way your way of thinking. Inti no so na de bia no wo mo de bre yen no. Ye hu.
And na Godwin Dankwa Ediaba on Facebook Live was saying, ADAKABRI, my verdict is that unless party politics is abolished for a non-partisan form of governance, there will be no future for this country. When in opposition, the politicians behave as if they are angels. But in power, they are double incarnate. So, as I'm working on, or say Obake, Dumso, ADAKABRI, I see Dunketia should be out from the equation because it doesn't have the qualities and the credibility in the international recognitions to become a president. Even doesn't speak good English. We as somebody at Tibipa. Was it Dunketia Brawa Bono who would him? Was it? Try and analyze the structural, organizational, conventions, decision-making, as well as problem-solving approach and value systems that collapsed the CPP after the exit of Nkrumah, and you can safely project the potential collapse of the MPP in the future, mainly because of Nkrumah's autocratic management style in CPP, which was copied and religiously implemented by Nana Akufo-Addo after Kufuor. There's lack of even cohesion amongst various parties. You know, say that MPP. There's so say abroad and someone walk kafa Canada Japan, Canada Japan so someone almost so eka nina and a festa over a period. On NDC mutuna asha asia Brandy Quebec said didn't get Yasabia cool as president. International community men between Gaza or unqualified for president. As long as I can basa ya. I can basa ya bine. Ya can social media sa.
Ya can be ya back can say ya na president in the crown to bro for president in the crown your way, president in the crown and your way. But ni na so and relevant. So
because our approach of political parties, you know. Are we getting to an era? That's what why is how.
Said
we hear Galamsey say because anche ye be num so abetitin semakesi o. Because enyenye pervasive say ye te de ekoso e wo various communities. But you hwe nsu a ye nom no a ehu.
What I say is only dey say ye nyina enim say say. So the enim said dodo na asay. Into now woman woman sense on this woman no so to two bohos no no. And so the nyina enim say say. And na ye nyina yenim the level at which echo. So into na nipa ni be can so such political statements in amount for their benchmark of which obi or the benchmark be so no nipa no right because political in the abekano and then the parususu diano so sukuru and no and the pandi besusu so just because we share meme ko telekubukazo yi
telekubukazo
ewonsema yes we omambenda da kofo me say omambenda da we akufado the time and am call ni nyina na galam say nkomo ya na de me ko ekoko di 3 days ewo so they say ekoko yeah short documentaries bi ewo ekotwe say dia no sa abre na yete say excavator bi nso ayera ewo ho no
asema da ho nyina asem
so ho
the na ka say drone no say oman wo ka telekubukazo ubusa say oman madodo say na ewo idea da bia wo ka kura ahwe asase a wadru eye eziama
ya
elembele honomi na wafa ni nifa so so ahuno asase da wonyina obetumi awura mu telekubukazo ya wo kan edi aba besi pristia senki yeyi adi akire o man ma yenyina UTV na drone pictures yeyi akire se asase na da wo kakraka na wadru eye eziama na wadru eziama na wafa ni nifa so so wafa ni nifa so wuram telekubukazo adi aba besi pristia asan ede ababogo so sa asase wa kakra no ede afa aguna akwakofa friends ensuayem ede akotakwa bogu so wudi yenyi sa asase no kakra no sa asase wa kakra yenyi nkyira yen na nka man
yen hu de ekoso
because me ni say the conscience of the state is so prickled and wo kan ya no edin no kura bi awate sa asem bi kura si ho. But the question is, assassin that one no kwan na wuram efri wa sa bebesi pristiano. Sa kwan na tesen assassin no etesen. Ho so na nkofu twetwe enwi.
Ofa the Canada say your man hu. Enu nti na member ka say se woko typical galamsey site abom se nkomo ne yedi na to da bia yedi agoro. Enti na member ka say. Enti dia wo ken. Ye twa na your man na tumi hu. Se dia ekoso nie Galamsey site no the rate at which your friend is edi ekoni a my man betimi hu na ma because akwa say nipa no kra no ye kan no so wo ka bi you share the real life what typical Galamsey site na over enye easy enoma bebre na ewom enoma bebre na ewom woni obi kan kra no anka na obetumi ku ato atwene kwa yes internal bebre na wo mo typical Galamsey site pa obe kuma to atwene de wato am na wo mkura so wo ku wo nipa kura guto am na nim kura sand gold foforo ba adwen kura wo so wo no into woman way of thinking no easy into as say Ghana man panya to nsafre CS so no me de amehwehwe ne say wo be wie ne yatimi enya results papa bia ebetuma abo akono
and the government and Samianko Senchi looking for economic answers good kusi saying the government and Samian Shia and Alex Tetenyo yes after education senior high school and the kusi saying and in Shia money there you put so much premium. I was saying she monum.
Oh, me born to go because say you nyina help solutions. So be na our position okay be because say wa ba be no ba be in a different way. Nti me born to go say na me kasenti ya say ye be san she mo no. E dey say yes help solutions. The solutions na emu bi eno no. Me reservations e wo ho na mabobo so no. Say ahemfo enka ho ani your friend is saying one more typically to say tax force na illegal legitimate minors no one more no one more they have to involve them so they say until me say be a later no be realize here apart from that any there
just emphasis there be na anya free nhia
but when can enter say in Jubilee House when say permanent site bi na omakwa kobu ade no ma hye tables etwa ho ahia nti ho de mu di nkomo ni nyina no mani tua fili no mani tua said ya nsuo bi ase ya na asase bi ase na komo te ho so and omo ye venu no kra no me problem na nti sanke ekoso Jubilee House sanko bia ye permanent community bi mu ne kokoye no omo ye no ma san asori akwa de ekoso so nti ofo kone de edin Eddie, but just say you're politicizing.
Na wohunu say ekon no ya ya ahobo say yakwa akono.
Sana yaka. Whether we are pretending say ya ahobo or not no. Sana ye kire say yeko. But media it's a resource in my idea no say yankwen. So we nya results there nature say yankwen.
Do per results to be if you had an share mo no.
Near the atoto ho ahwe. Say wo mo koe no. Dia wo mo akanie. Na de be free ma bani. And the HA anymore.
Richard Donko and ADAKABRI, if the journalists will do their work like you do, politicians would sit up. They have recruited journalists doing their work for them. Today, both MP, NDC and MPP give appointment to journalists. Say, a baby my journalist a positioner, no compromising na.
I do finding out. But yeah, journalists no money position. Me evident. I don't know how it feels. It's a woman position dano. Ne say if womuju media no they were compromised. Ne won say na papa.
Nana Oseko on Facebook like what say? I say I can tell you on authority. The NDC will never disgrace themselves in unity like our people are doing, and with their constitution usually call themselves to order easily. Abronye and Ose Abronye Ose Abronye and other 4 regional MPP chairmen are a menace to the party. 16 years in opposition. Mark my words. The Galamsey is a problem caused by the MPP. And they made wealth heavily. You don't expect NDC to make similar gains. They would never declare any state of emergency today or tomorrow. So my people should stop shouting. By next year, the NDC government would revamp the mining sector and all water bodies will be saved. They have solved the doomsday we left behind. They are solving the water bodies problem. They've solved the school feeding problem. They are solving traders' challenges. Come and see how Temaport is working tirelessly with queues all over. Importers are happy and they will do something soon to cover the Galamsey. Good afternoon. Anna or the Eba, you know. There's a Nina no Ekokobase MPP for no. How are they reorganizing themselves?
When it comes to one more Baba unim akwa say MPP no as a woman leader obetime do omanime so say no no maybe because for party no man him say entwa ye because some can some no money ade no so they say it's really disturbing until I don't know
to see a Galamsey no day anymore. It is a we need unity of purpose amongst political entities now. What are the dangers?
Wafa so say who opposition na you was said yes obehwe say obetime gina wonan so yie Galamsey ekunda wenim na who opposition say we reorganize
I'm Wafa Sabato from the US or say the journalists even compromise themselves before they get the positions from government.
Okay.
What's what she saying?
Okay. You're Geneso pa.
Sabato. As somebody to be so. Hey. Yeah. Said the ABC akwe.
Over MPP need they have to ensure say discipline between my
to what purpose? Say what you take away. I don't know.
Meaning sir new terrain about meaning.
And then you see Kennedy grow a traitor.
So also antichrist in your house.
Or antichrist. Or a traitor. And ubikula to one Moses na chamatin baby or more woe. Now will be up back what you say. I'm a bear chairman. Messa manaba. Me be chairman mesa manaba pay instance e be talking pa wa kwotwero say o kan say me be chairman meta o ni atua nu ni ade aguchire maten so ni akeka bi akire no na utumu say where are we targeting our frustrations to take it out enti oh minua sɔfo nimu sɔfo matronka sɔfo US and also okay to me yankɔ na majere yankɔ nkɔhwɛ ɛyɛ Musa Dankwa na Musa Dankwa no akɔfa ntɔkwa de abrɛ yɛfɛ no sɛn ɛyi for NDC for ɔmo to mbaabi ɔmo enka bi enye de enhyemu na Musa Dankwa akɔ kansem bi a ɔmo nim sɛ we ni na ɛkora afɛ de Musa Dankwa na abeto de apetimu idi yamwa ha
meje usofa
na wo ho te sɛn
na mina de ho ye
na Musa Dankwa any Global Info Analytics and as I said the mu gaining notoriety say say yenu baabia and amudi post ahodo creating tension in various parties efrehini
of me that ni akonya kaman Global Info polling organization and your plan programs are yes from 2019 at the scene into any the way because party be about the FNO voted perception about who do you prefer to lead a party and starting to Ghana in most places almost yes. In fact, in America, almost say the next election starts, the woman, the last one gets and and more so for NDC. Normally, the party or ETA chairman, you don't see this in the first term. But after a year in the second term, people begin to justify for position. A BC for 4 times. So. MPP for because another was very strong. People were completely in line, but we heard say we need before. It didn't stop them from taking part. But now I'm going to a bit soon because those key contenders now I'm can't buy them. But this time, the rumor and speculation are who are part of the government. So naturally, you can't stop this conversation. You just have to manage your people who are in government and working for the government agenda. Post need the also, but don't make it the focal point of your discussion.
Because Gentia Uber can say NDC free Omo to na Musa Dankwa na ko hanya muku we say we are led into believing, be it erroneously, say I said in Katiani Julius Debra ni asidin Katia Asidin Katiani Julius Debra ni asidin Katia afedi de Musa be mu a watro no mani nyina off balance a che say Haruna aye Idrisu Alaji aye Aduna che say o show great showing Atoforsen great showing che say Putin aye Julius and Haruna off balance everything.
Look, offer. See, when people pretend they don't see what is going on, they don't see that Ghanaian population is under 44 years of age, 75% of them. And the same thing they are saying, they say they prefer young leaders to lead the country. Then it means they're not understanding what is going on in the country. What we found in the table confirms the youthful nature of this country and what the youth has been telling us.
Demographically, no, my youth no percentage.
Look, in the current poll, 78% of the people we sampled off the street randomly, only 44 years and below. 78% of them.
Because you are saying in the summary of findings, what say? In the race to lead the NDC, the poll continue to show Haruna Idrisu leading the pack with 30%, Asidin Ketia 24%, Atoforsen 18%, Julius Debra 10%, Ukuja Tablakwa 8%, Eric Opoku 2%, Joshua Alabi 2%, Amma Kofi Bua 2%, Kwame Adako 2%, Spiogabra 1%, Ukupandapo 0%. However, in a 3-horse race without Atoforsen, the pool shows Haruna Idrisu at 45%, Asedin Ketia 37%, Julius Debra 18%. Among NDC voters, Haruna is 47%, Asedin Ketia 39%, Julius 14%, and in the swing regions, Haruna 48%, Asedin Ketia 37%, Julius Debra 15%. But in a 3-horse race without Haruna Idrisu, the race is virtually tied between Asedin Ketia and Atoforsen. Asedin Ketia 40%, Atoforsen 38%, Julius Debra 22%. Among NDC voters, the race is nearly tied with Asedin Ketia 42%, Atoforsen 41%, Julius Debra 17%. In the swing regions, Atoforsen leads with 47%, Asedin Ketia 38%, and Julius Debra 15%. Way any hanyaya wodia hanyai NDC amanyokonum. And tell us more about that.
Offer. Anybody with physical eye can see that the country is perhaps looking for young leaders. And don't see any 3-horse race with Atu or 3-horse race without Atu. So that we'll see the behavior of the young people. And from the data, it is clear that the Haruna Nkahua Omuko Atuho. That is what people should be looking at. Why is it happening like that?
Why is it happening like that? Say, would you say the young persons, our demonstrable track beer, the 78%, 44 years or lower, up to 18 years, can I put their fingers on? Anna?
Look, demography is very important. Almost in the same time between 18 and 44. The Gen Z population and then the millennial population. Their memory doesn't go back. They can only see what they are seeing. In the last 8 years of NDC, who have been the NDC faces in this country? And you have none yet. They have led the party as minority leaders, parliamentary leaders, and so on and so forth. Also, Tibia, one Aruna, who are 240. So over the last 8 years, the people who are younger voters have come to see them. So anybody who has not been in the face of TV or camera to Ghanaians, it is difficult for them to be remembered by this on Gen Z. So at least they know what is happening. So anybody who really is aspiring to lead this country, which is heavy youth population, must figure out what to do.
So say you share, sir, a nipa no younger groupings eta womochri, a Atoforsen, any Haruna. Haruna will come out as a Muslim to lead the MDC because first time a Muslim about to the top at NDC, Mohammed Mumuni of Kumbungu, our no running mate, Oman Timmy and Winnie, and thereafter 6 other running mates NDC Yinano, Omunina Ebebe Christians. Now NDC presidential candidates, Omunina Aye Christians. And he said Haruna, first Muslim to lead NDC. And second in line to follow another Northern region candidate, John Dramani Mahama. What can you, and I said, dear na Gen Z groupings, dear na youth, Omahunu ewa Haruna.
Look, before we go to that detail, also share the current breakdown of the numbers. And Haruna's lead is largely because he's dominating in the north and is also doing well in the south. Also, other candidates they are not showing up in the north and they are sharing the south with so many candidates. So Haruna's vote is consolidated, whereas the other candidates is not consolidated. So the race will tighten and perhaps we will see a different kind of numbers than what we are seeing now. But regardless of that, you can see, sir, Haruna is seen as capable to lead NDC by the younger voters. You see, the younger voters are less tribalist and less religious. So what we think will sway them away may not sway them. So we must begin to see the voters a different way than we are used
to. A younger voters, are less tribalistic and less religious.
Yes.
Now, we share a year at two forcing, also a younger person. Now, on also consistently since a year 1992, a year NDC, Afa Konkensen Aka Central Region as a year running mate, NDC, Afa a year the late John Mills, running mate, vice president, also from the Central Region, a year NDC, Afa a year Pakwesi Emisa Ata, also from the Central Region as running mate and a vice president. And then also, I recently, your literature mistress, Professor Nana Jane, also from the Central Region as a vice president. Now, at forcing minority leader, majority leader, finance minister from the Central Region. How are we to see, say, Gen Z's one, less tribalistic, less religious, but may more or less gift at forcing the leadership of the NDC? Is it because of consistently Central Region, Ejina NDC Chiana?
No, I don't think so. We had this particular election cycle for NDC. I believe they are thinking that it is a time for us to lead right now, to lead the party and become the president. I think they've had an account who couldn't finish with it at a mill. In the past, they've chosen Central Region because of its key role in terms of swing. A Central Region has been very swinging and has remained so. So if everything goes well and you win Central Region, then it's likely you win the region. But what we are seeing is a collection of people's views across the country, not just West Central Region. For Central Region alone, for a person will not give him a chance to lead. You need to appeal broadly to across the country. And what we are seeing is that the younger people in the NDC race are getting the support of younger voters. And younger voters outnumber the old voters. For every 10 voters, nearly 8 of them is a young man.
And the possible alliance possible party between Haruna Idrisu and Ato Forsen at the leadership of the NDC, everything possible.
No, I don't want to speculate. I'm not in their various camp to speculate. But from what we have seen in the data, I don't think any one person can win NDC race on their own. Obekaya, NDC is made up of about 4 blocks. The Akan block, the Northern block, the Volta Uti block, and the Gan Atlantic block. These are the groups that have come to form NDC. And you need the support of the rest to be able to lead. And that is why normally you don't see NDC fighting, because one of them or no one can feel that they can bulldoze their way out without coalition. So I believe that the person that will win would need the support of other people.
Then surprisingly, Julius Debra, chairman of constituency NDC, chairman of a region NDC, regional minister both in the eastern and the greater Accra, local government minister, Wababe chief of staff, second time chief of staff, showing great connection between John Dramani Mahama. Incidentally, of the 4, also a place 4th. Is John Dramani Mahama hand not seen in the data now?
Look, if any lessons can be learned, we may have to learn from Akufo-Addo and Bawumia's scenario. When people feel they don't tend to respond positively towards that kind of perception. I don't know whether it's a fact or just speculation, but people are saying Julius is Muhammad's country. If indeed that's the case, then that must be worrying, because that has not given him the shot that he needed. He needs to win the primary on his own merit. He needs to figure out what he needs to do to make himself the best candidate in the eyes of the people.
Incidentally, all the four will beat NDC MPP preferred candidate Dr. Mahama Bawumia in the swing regions, and 3 out of the 4 will beat Dr. Mahama Bawumia in the general elections 2028. Data the DNA.
Look, it tells you that MPP is in a very difficult place. You know, it is a vehicle that is currently hemorrhaging in the polls. Or share the current data. People who openly say they are MPP affiliate is now 27%. And those who openly say they are NDC is 42%. MPP before the elections were 37%, openly saying they are MPP. So they are down 10%. NDC was 33%. Now they are 42%, up 9%. So the party affiliation disadvantage MPP could be a problem. And that's what could drag their numbers in the future. They need the rebuild to happen quickly. And they need to begin to shape the course of their party in a way that will make it more attractive. That is what is affecting their candidates in 2028.
Ubi the message I bring me say men country or say o response I would ma efa NDC who say omo solid on the ground no enunti no jai men konko ye pen say post bia emfa NDC no mu hia o post bia say wo de beba ubejai.
We work at the company and we serve our clients and customers. We do seek instructions, directions from any political party.
So kase jai menye post bi amfa NDC ho no mo nwene o mo ho a unyai.
About NDC ene dia. Ghana for na o mo tro mo ati. So okay omunya ya nka wuto mo fe. When you delegate. Ghana for o mo tro mo adi. Say ka o mo ko adi nka we na mo fe. Asu mo tino mo fe. Linka fi delegate. Mo ka tell na we delegate. Where Ghana? We have every right to speak to Ghanaians about.
Not even core members of the NDC catch you say jai menye post bi amfa o mo a.
Look, we have been labeled NDC. What do you think will happen to our reputation if we keep to their call and our brand?
Because I know a editor, Oberkan so affiliated to a NDC kura Larry Dogbe. Was it who the tension? Abba, you've been saying NDC num.
Look, government must work. Government must work. Pool or no pool. Obi officially say unya time and then obey campaign. Then the government can ask him to step aside and continue their campaign. And those who propose administer and can work without discussion to do so.
Na MPP for the we say omo hwe na omo kantwom na omo enya enkabomu na sa enkabomu no ba so de
Ofa any there muna mo ye commentator I work with data
na wo data wo be ka kire ye say Dr. Jusum ABT branch champion there. Sa data your friend is saying.
We any delegate. Anameboa. We Ghanaian preference. Okom delegate is different, but not materially different from what we have seen in the public.
In the delegates, no, and mind there, branch champion may not be beaten by Dr. Duchum, but preference of Ghanaians there, Dr. Duchum ABT branch champion. Now, isn't it surprising, say, a third and fourth in the year me?
Look, you see, sometimes people want to put themselves in the contest, either for now or for the future. And some of them, no, they are looking ahead to the future. So if they put themselves forward now, it brightens their chances in the future. Not everybody is contesting to win. They know the fact that sometimes it will be difficult for you to win, knowing the front runners. But you still have to contest. Make it a good contest. And some of them are believing that they can draw the race into runoff, which will make them very powerful and kingmakers. So maybe they want to be kingmakers.
But then, Ora Musa Dankwa, Executive Director, Global Info Analytics, and Komoi Susu Eko we say, time my boss say, as Julius Debra, as per the data, Modiaba out no, really fourth behind Haruna, any Atoforsen, ni Asidin Ketiano. Nchirimuka Krako we say, NDC for no hunu Julius say, or ye Mahama candidate. Na ho na wodi betumu say koko wie te said there we see ye no Nana Kufuado any Baumia scenario ma Baumia went me anko nanim ene so no Kufuado ni ho so MPP for as per the data Global Info Analytics e dey ababonte no appear to support Dr. Mama de Baumia. So how do you reconcile that two scenarios now? Or draw ye in? No?
Look, to share the data, it's about proportion. Nipa do do ahe ena anyo mu de say now do support about me. We don't know that data. We don't have that data. But when you me any say among people who are anyo mu de. And you will be the question is what proportion? We share the current pool for MPP. Baumia is around among delegates 47%. Kennedy around 17%. Baumia is not above 50% too. But he is so close to it that almost on about 20%. Kakrako is he fulfill. I would don't know what proportion will go to. So obey we near what will be the winning match. So around what will be the situation. What I've said is Kennedy needs to do more to bring Baumia down to lower forces to have a chance of having a runoff. Because maybe I want to say another day. It will take very little effort from the undecided to get to about 50%. But he still wants to use more than what he did last year. That I don't ask that number again. Because last time it was much stronger than that.
Na answer na ubakono Ura Musa Dankwa, which they say respondents to the poll no 78%, age 44 downwards up to 18. Na omo ye less religious, omo ye less tribal. Anunti ena yehunu scenario of Atofos and New Haruna appearing to be at the forefront of NDC a race. You know. How does that pan with the MPP race? So?
If your MPP race, their choices are limited. The front runners, Baumia and Kennedy. I think Baumia is younger than Kennedy. So his youthful age sometimes draw younger people to him. But the next young person in the race, Brian Achampo, but he's not among the front runners. So you could see some age disparity in the sense that Baumia tends to get a bit more of the younger voters than Kennedy. Also, the age bracket.
Ken is appearing to be 3 years older than Dr. Baumia.
Yes. In politics, one year could count.
This idea of as a establishment to be a MPP mu appearing to suggest say as a MPP in Yankrophobia, but NDC as a establishment in ho as a the MDC in the Yankrophobia. Do we have data to support same?
Yes, certainly yes. Look at it from this demography. Accounts are about 65% of the MPP base. So the accounts wield a controlling power in MPP. If the accounts work with accounts, they will always let accounts because they outnumber everybody. And that is why MPP was able to elect Edubuahin, Kufuor, and Anado without a problem. And when they did go to the north, it was just a goodwill gesture to broaden the party's base. Also, end this year, a congress of groups of people, which I will call the Northern Bloc, the Voter Bloc, the Voter Oti Bloc, the Gardandi Bloc, and the Akam Bloc. On their own, nobody has control over the party. No particular group in NDC has more than 40%. So you will need your other colleagues or other groups to help you to become a leader in NDC. So for them, it has to be consensus building.
In the same and tier dear, sir, NDC, I war 4 blocks of Congress, Congress of 4 blocks. Now MPP 65% are dominated. Identity, and you have a colossus of a president, a colossus of a politician. Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Obe man I hano say John Dramani Mahama ni opponent. Ni nimi se ebeka say I MPP akwa ye akam party na wo Dr. Baumia de twen na nche ye di ebediwu. Na omo be acting on it. Na at all cost ye be say ye di Baumia beba.
Look, demography is something that is difficult to change. And Baumia's problem has been the demography, which is making effort to overcome. And maybe the party or the system itself wants MPP to realize that they need to broaden their base and make sure that other people are fairly represented. So they want to bring the account numbers down by broadening the base. So that will help them to really win elections in the future easily than relying on just the account block. So data suggests that, they have to broaden the base. They have to do that in order to weaken NDC in the northern sector, weaken NDC in the voter and voting sector. When they do that, then their chance of winning election becomes much easier.
Now, we should say, Dr. Brian Champon, in speaking to delegates, looked at data straight into the eye and said, Dr. Muhammad Baumia could not win a single constituency in 7 regions out of the 16 regions. And that data proving right, suggests Dr. Baumia could not possibly win the presidency. So same way say, okay, any the also okay, any apparent preference for Dr. Baumia to lead the MPP, saying.
Look, Makacha will say the younger population may not be tribalistic and that religious as the older ones. So some of the theories we have been holding for years now, a time will come that it will no longer be valid. But things are changing rapidly and fluidly. And we have to be patient, not to overstretch certain comments and certain things.
I mean, we na ubi di abase on sound convincing if the NDC core are asking you, say, do not create any tensions within their party by not including NDC in your pools in future. Or response not saying you're convincing enough. Do you have anything more to add?
Let me tell you. In 2002, 2022, they started NDC primary before John Mahama and this ambassador China president. This former commander
Kojo Bonsu.
Obia and country say starting a Obia and country is a Munchen domination as no matter. It's 30 years. Anything wrong with it. And people the same year, AEB, Alan, Baumia, and the rest. Later on, Alan, Baumia, Kennedy, and the rest. And there's somebody head to head. Baumiani, Mahama, Baumiani, Dufo, Yenina, Oman country. And then of the Gatti, Oman Sumay.
Oman Sumam, Dumutim Kazamunyai.
Absolutely.
Do they just want to say Dogobino Abe?
Look, we have to be principled in this country. We have to be brave. We have to do what we believe is right for us as a company. We are a private company. You're a think tank. You're NGO. And you're an appendage of NDC or MPP.
Hey, Musa. Would it be Babo? You're the best say for now. But now we are quarterly polls. It is here and we are entering the fourth quarter. It is Diabeno represented the third quarter or represented the fourth quarter.
We're third quarter. You better back in December and the report will come out in January. You better was a papa. That was your brother when you casa. Ever has say. Miss Medasi. Right, Musa Damkwani and Nacho Chonkomono. Musa Dankwa Anna Yaneno Achuchin Komo, or Executive Director, A Global Info Analytics, and Ode Abano. Wahanya NDC Nemu, Nanka Ubi and Msasidin Ketiani Julius Debra, and the Dini Dankrofuano, Atoforsen, and Haruna. Was it 78% of AYA respondents, no? AYA 44 years and lower up to 18 years. And they are less tribal, they are less religious, and you know, for shaggy reasons, excuse my French. Amaliba. Wow. Mensaka pictures be what I say. And aja mema de munhwa mu yie ne nim guase bebrebe a yedi gumo. Na bema de se bin producer woda eto kase se hu de a eja Amaliba di na aye wo. Hey, adanse gromeza. Eto ne ye papa. Amaliba me chia ba bia wo bia. Ayoko mado, ayoko mado, ya tereji ale bebe, ayoko mado. Adabeyo Emmanuel and our day Ebrayan na ansa na Amaliba betimi ada sa sabim producer sabi ya kumpani fu manimu a eto we se hu de agisa Amaliba ejina so ye real man. This was a real man, and there's only one scenario. And betimi ama Amaliba aye the real man. And Amaliba is on his way to become a real man, and I'm going to do what? I'm going to give Amaliba the aye the antidote. The Amaliba will be the real man. And what is going to make Amaliba the real man? Let's hear that.
tie oha extra bonk no. Meet FM yo. Meet FM yo.
In the studios, Kingsley Haruna Amaliba of the National Democratic Congress, and also Bema Fair Patrick Awuku of the New Patriotic Party, and Omaba Betnase. But for now, dear, Adia Bema Amaliba, I am the rare man. I am a woman, I am him every year in the baby in a GP. I say I have won some phobia and some free crime. Now Amaliban Crania de Breno. Now we are or say about some phobia and some free crime. Now Maliban Crania de Breno.
Of us own him now, okay. Over, you didn't check your same be out anyway. Now, of our case last year, LPM way, if you Kulungana. Na ukria da bia na Mr. Malaba betina ha sana na asem no woti en woti na futu a mitu ye edema meme wa bontini krom ha no Mr. Malaba mo dia fa bi ene hwe di oda ho ne kase ne tenten ofa enti hwe
He's a real man.
He's a real man.
He's a real man.
Last time by this time no obre no na shigidigido en ho hwe enye ye onye bi enne de Kulunga na daroma de Mr. Malabada ho eso wa chan miami mu
no no so de betwampoa no no so baginsam enne
wo fanti awie wutie miam de nchake sese na mekan de ma wo bibia na ya be ma fo aso fa femme eye Mr. Q na ye mema nkwa na pe we ma so kwa ye ni ji ho efise se adwuma no koyi a eni je no yen ene kan yen enti Mr. Q ena wie mi ba bedi won komo kakra e de achi obi bia wotie yen ye sha se de ene na se wo ye be ma Mr. Maleba na ahoden no wo fa sexual energy sana bro ni be kan no empamu ahoden na Mr. Maleba na ya abo ne se na Johnson abo akoko ena me no ka se afama no bebie we ene Mr. Maleba osresa ni jabe fie ene e kakra na ne buafu me kai last na bibi kakra Mr. Maleba buafu sisi ade ni je nko a e na ahye na funu ma chese wo ye ne hwe kra ne bu enye de emfu ebisa Mr. Q aboa ama energy no ho de na tumi aba yie pa ma si otumi bu adwuma kama na afi wonom so de na eye na chese ebi ye de machine asa agu ye de be boss wa hiri pan ofa de we ya papa so abomodin abo behunka na ene wode na tena ade chen wode no tena saa na oda wa na no na so wode be ma na se o boss wa o ye se o start career na sanji egu ye pa ndi se o ye be ma na se wutie mi a bo modin na pe eye Mr. Q ni binanom na wo sa se abetimi akọ anim ansana ebeji egu age egu se wusisi ena ye wo ya anase wo kotuye na ye wo ya enu ntema untimi ndi mpemu agrot se ne opese wudi ne na wo be ma bo modina pe Mr. Q eye small bottle we koto the strawberry kama wofa na wo bo modin atwi de gu yem wusisi ni wo kotodwa aya wo ya ma untimi embo adwuma ni nyina hwe shum asa magic ni nyina be yira ede afiri honom afe nso se bia obre minim se wofa obre sa part no emema ye adwuma bre papa se wa bre akopa adwuma wa ye adwuma din abra wo kofia na opa Mr. Q etimi kwa aboa wo ema otimi da ye we very very relaxed ade be chin no se na wo ye okay kama afen so your immune system no be ma wo immune system ebetimi immune system so de no na kunya de ahodo ne ade nyina enti se immune system you okay ya de ahodo bebre no kra wo hu sa achew ebe ye fi honom fast ama wo hu ato afen so atenka no anasa akono no nse dan ne honum for be se libido se libido no nse dan ne honum a ohun se ha adwen esa ka oba no so mu ase ohun se dan na feelings atenka nya odebi enti no so Mr. Q be hwe e de ama afen so Mr. Q na eye paso ena ubogu ye ma na ase be ma no ohun oba na you don't have to do anything say amode an sore na so say na eni agina ho everybody wofa enti ubo adwuma ni ya na akwakoto ne baby adadin enti se wo ye na so hwe na ntimi nsori nyina ho yie they said okobu e se ma na muso ase ebo ni tinkosi dabi
o se nkruma no na je say achia kakra esa ne kon na ene ya
Enti Mr. Akio be say amane timi agyan na so kobrane aye adwuma kama ama obi aho atona me se wo fe ba no sa na man na enigi o e fa no ugotomu ntimi nya adwuma na ebu be fusa enu nti na sika ni bi kwa na watchman e na fa na ye no enti bo modde na kopɛ Mr. Akio che wo dia wo se mebu abisa Mr. Maleba
Emi pe bi ato menya bi wo hen
wafa wo pe bi ato eno ane se wo be fa leading pharmacy se wo Ghana hanom se nyina ebi e wo ha na wo pe dodo pa today a ene 0244 139 176 0244 139 176 and 0204 139 176 0274 139 176 na wo fa me papa mu na dro na hodo kan ye de ene nya ebeba aba abeso medas
Amaliba
It's a trouble.
Eba trouble why?
Eba trouble for the Bill, Obitia.
What set here? Disney 100.9 FM. Haruna Kingsley Amaliba of the NDC in the studios. So and Patrick Awuku of the New Patriotic Party in the studios. Na yamrani ntimi mrama dwondwene ye ho. Ni nyina ne nhwe. A global info analytics. NDC for say omo mpenipo obi a wonyaye omo mpa basabasa bi ompe gidigidi bia ewo omo adwoso wonyaye wose omo so omo ne pass wonye bibia no so atimi abeka chense wonyaye ne nya ne china wose 78% of the respondents 44 down to 18 now omo ye less tribalistic omo ye less diabenia omo ye less religious eno hu komo ene ebedie na fe yaba behwe the galamsey why cry na political will to betimi asia no ni nyina ne nkomo eba Enchiawe Sonko Ekoma Medofo Prekope Eye Della Sedo Eye Executive Director National Service Authority Della wunyu na mebo ama no ate ana fasa kakrama me ate ana nipa waseme mo anyum nsema fa roof na nka ho dia wanti asenti roof Della Sedo hey Madam Crosby minka hwio Madam Crosby minka hwi
Nit FM yo Utie oha ekchi ponkno Nit FM Nit 100.9 FM. Final message was wafa
I hope you remember the advice Otumfuo gave to Nanado when he assumed power in 2017. When he went contrary to the advice, we are all witnessing the outcome. Again, just after the 2024 general elections, when the hierarchy of the MPP visited the great king, another advice has been offered, but from the look of things, the MPP is overlooking that wise advice. They were told to pick a candidate who appeals to the entire Ghanaians, but not only the party. What was in the mind of Otumfuo when he offered this advice, bearing in mind the magnitude with which Bawumia lost elections? Oh, MPP, how can the party's fortune change by going against such advice? And until Amaliba Watnasi. And that's why it is. Nothing. Nichiawa just went. Amaliba. Now, would he ban a one more by a do?
The mind at last is at rest.
The mind
at last
is
at rest.
Is at rest. Nadia Nadia by a do, sir.
Over when you cast me home.
And the customer woman is saying,
A Brahman Pineku Fado, Ufia Bankers, you a cock chibino. What time you look you?
Oh, sir.
A rehearsal about 2 minutes group, I don't know. That's the way you can.
No, cover picture any friend.
What time of day?
Over was it?
Just what banner cover picture any friend.
Make come across some non to
Just another do 2 could see Chebi
or the couple or
intimate quarrel.
Intimate cover, let me hear the cover.
Let just say, oh, Maliba, walk rawa.
It will look good, Chebi.
It walk rawa. Damn!
My young mobile crowd. I'm a never no.
And what do we have to do, sir?
I dear my Pileku for the Ayamino.
No, I conform not to the alphabet. She do you, you do her. If we're not so the alphabet.
Debbie, wanted the Americano.
Minyante.
Of all the chance, young queen. You will suit you. Of all say you will suit you. Over the poem. Oh, but I did Dr. Mary.
Your friend say, I go Mary.
I will go Mary. Yes, this is a pebble. I'm training.
We ni papa. The man almost younger than who first one is a hard.
Very humble. Down to earth. Always smiling.
What's Mr. Massimi here? Me and say, a year free zones and Sassin, a war, a just municipality. No, okay. Kakrana can young recover Namufani be meaning for my what? Kakrana can. I wouldn't crofo and cruci crano and yeah. Kakrana cano. On your dear Benia. Patrick.
Over the cabaret.
Who's on
Jobende? Yanko Craft would need the life.
I woman is sure.
We have a woman, Briar woman. Come in for your man for you.
Now, I didn't that and this before. I just say race wide open that. I feel the movie sees Musa Dankwas a woman in your post. I want this.
Over. My main chairman chat you for name, Patrick. Say Saturday, do Wednesday, we are near Transisia. Oh dear, from Monday to Friday. Chairman Marketete, the feeding Hanada.
Papa,
Chairman also Gususuchao. Ugususu etio da.
And so betty da. Every time he be
always Chairman will come around and do a semi fighting chair Emrel. Of our name. Yent means to Musa Dankwase, Unyani Pusa Oye. But there is a bit of concern. We are barely 1 year into our government. So, yeah, obvious. So, Mampini Mahama, when the last time went to me in Kubu. And he acquired another that was a part in the Bepobia. Sabio, Obejan name, a day, a 2 franc a day, Amayukuno, a call a coenimbium, 2028. Every day, in him. Now, Osha Sabri a part in what Bemo. You might be a P. Eshensa. And as I do my dealing soon, I am penning for being at Jumanama or more moye. This are pools where ya a gusua eba, not in penning for way edging a ho. Nor does the studio be at from home, nor there no dear Ediaba. Nor the winning edging a ho, or the studio be at from home, nor there no ye Ediaba. So ukoswa eye sa nneoma no na ebetena ebenya edem die bi ewo party fo no ekitafo ni mu a look say a poem po me amalaba me gina hey say me yi manim say me bedi dwuma bi kwa ewo party ni mu a me ekitafo bi ebedi machi mpajo so ehu eni sa nneoma no ekoso a ebetimi ha ya ban no esan say chief of staff asofo ni na wono nsem na asofo no omohye ewa ban ni mu eni say chief of staff epese otu na mu bi a obi beka say aha wo patu frank anti na wutu sana mo we na mo we a wutu de tia me national chairman ya wono nso na sabre so minka na so wabe the shadow number 1 in the sense that the leader of the party now the president Jodomani Mahama we are in office. That notwithstanding, he is the leader of the party and the leader of the government. However, Neil functions as a president in that capacity no more diverse than that of the party affairs. And the first officer issues be a party member follow on a national chairman. And he said be the national chairman so koya. Ubeka so national chairman opeso to na mu wenti or ye we e de si we anokwan. And he says san nyoma no ekwa na ekotena party manity mu ebetuma department dem. Ebetim so aha aban na yebu amambu na yebu no ene aban ya edi animu no. Eno nti ne yesre say ne pulsa oye no well na dwuma oye no obi ntimi nsi ni kwan de na ede ba de na nke be ha say at least we are the 3rd year into our government approaching the next elections ya sabre no say ye bie partner bie kwan say obi antu franka tufu okonwa no abeda mpan obi opeso okofa forms nkata na okopre adwumadi ne betimi aba be fa nkata na wa pray na amanfo ekofa nkata sabre no na wodi nsusu dua bi de ba fa omo ho a ebetimi ahye party manu ena omochita afo nkran mo obi apre no ho ayedwuma se de be ya onipa ota na chini be den ebetimi nsa ka franka no free partners na odi di partner nim na dia ko okono biom 2028 na nkunim di aye partner dia endi ne ye kan say sa pulse now all you know particularly about leadership of the party and leadership of the government no say ya nhwe yie na ekodi party fo no timu demo a ebetimi ahaya ban no eno nti na ye ka. However, the government and the party remain focused because you are signing a social contract with the people of Ghana for the next 4 years. Now, that social contract na you are signing no, the successes of that social contract and the government performance and the possibility of the next flag bearer winning ni na be dependent on the social contract you are signing. Si antimi amwana President Mahama anin kunim na ya ban no so ye ko hwegu fom yo to say the mampini kufuado and MPP aban ko hwegu ye ya ba omia de awie no 38% and less than 90 seat already parliament to that be former na bi kono a na me kwampo kakamia ka meka se before no omo ye bold so dia oba penny ma me kuno do Juman Rollins can be atwom no they should be bold. No more say we want to test the strength of the party MPP gina na so MPs na almost step it down near some re-elections bi omo areas near fantastic party na holding and crop bit ma bo ba more organization impo akoso amamo so ni padika wuku san hawa fan kratu for command party mpinfo na omo mamo members na step down near reorganization a rematch inti ene bebo so over the ministry party for say they should not pay attention to this kind of pools. For me fan say it is just to spy the system so the beya o minimum beya de na ina yakweni but party members should not listen to sa nyoma na yema eno embedi etimu dem mehu so way lead way and within the NDC now there is no competition. You compete with Obia. We have only one thing and that is that our eyes is on the ball and that ball is to serve and serve the people well. Now Monday tomo de ma no yebetima bu o man no ne abu ne ye ye wo gidi na rehye mu se ye bu man no ne abu ne ye na Ghana fo ebeje NDC tum na mo ani je yamambu no ho na ye ho ye o makono a emfa ho na obi a ye de ne beba obedi nkunim easy amaye ene bebo ma partner na kunwa so asa konanim asom wan so mpa
the fan say encouraged by the fact to say nipa for na o mama mo race na wide open no incidental o mu nyina so be beat Dr. Baumia mo you confident about that
over yendru ho ba umia de onumpo do onye part of the equation now ono odanchen kra our focus is delivering. That's all, because we have issues for the first time after the last 4 years or so. Inflation about single digit 9.4%. Yes, we are happy. Nye no kwa galamse okun eda yenim eyeguso ayeku. We must be able to win all these battles. So food inflation is coming down. Yes. We said duane timi ba na timamufo ya duane di na disposable income of the Ghanaian worker 18 years stable. The cost of living ever from the standard of living ekosro and all of that. We have a lot to deliver. Your schools also AC, your hospitals also AC, market vice president Okontuabo that thing is it 3 days ago or so. It was sentimentum crow from Atonsu the crow from Kumase Swame. And is a central market in Swami and one more market or Korea, but 3 markets in the Central region. This is our focus because deliver enwa and the betimia boa nasabu and mastermu and the omodredino mokoba etimiadim atumpon na konkai and only nyoma a day in so say you are quite pia also ye. Yes, your bridges pia also ye. That's our focus. Your aim is to deliver the social contract you sign between ye and the good people of Ghana, out of which they are waiting patiently for President Mahama to deliver the resetting agenda. No reclaiming the loot now for Jeffrey and some no. And on the feel say the focus now. So within the NDC, fine, it's good that he's doing those things. Fine. For me, I think that the only main canon motivation I may pick out of this no ASM. Say me share mpenimfo do mo si won no na nsem o ka form ho na. Me hwe nipa bi ti say opening bi ti say Haruna Idrisu particularly. Adie ba ko a Ghana fo adwene yanko ne say. Nim say Haruna Idrisu win elections so kroma. What for him sir?
Pose your question babe.
Me say when him say Haruna Idrisu, he doesn't win elections in this country or in his constituency.
No win away.
He doesn't win elections.
I say my friend say on the post nana.
You on the post. Every 4 years. How know Haruna doesn't win elections? He goes to his people, no go taking the blessings from the people and come back to Accra. That's all. Exactly. Because
ma unia Patrick Mremu and this was omon tiase say ujafo be hanya omo party
ADAKABRI awie de minia mama ni ajepa metia amalwa awie de metia na ofa meso me da se ne akwanya de ama me na me ntia me constituency Kankwe Central for me had member of parliament Patrick Buama oguni ne ma so kakra kakra sa on the channel was surprise constituency ntia da na se na the executives coordinators and the party adofo nyina metia omu nyina of ADAKABRI minim die ha NDC forces here and if mo party ni jina ne na so sa ne amuklimu na I don't see why you even have headache on this. ABC that's a party awa ban mu ye ne ya tiase ya ko abato anko yi ama ya bo opposition and say ya reorganization na ya hye ye niema ye nye ka say ya hye ye niema na ya jina ye na so apɛ no afi na atasa TSC NDC chairman your own elections Yewura Mahama akko thank you to oh my yimu chairman sorry was me kwakɔ da ase obra chairman ko elections odwe ho awon ti ase afi edu ba bi kura de adwuma ese vice president ko kura na fe ya tam de ma ayi Yewura Julius Debra edwa so kura na ekɔ apart for how ti say eh na nya bi ade na ekɔ so party mu enka ye ba mu ka mo ma ye nya enfie mienu kura na fe ye hwe apirapi na bi be chance ya en chance na we die within 9 months na afedie NDC for people bribri na achi o ma mo fiase ye underground campaign for leadership and you be the church dey kan ye niam and na for social media so ade e be chi ayi ye kobietol letter no Julius Debra na mama asoma no obra vice eti ho ade ye be chi na okoki fit wa ha the bed ayi asidu katia so ntim so thank you to
thank you to ya okwo ya bedu ho na ne bana ne bo as educator for presidency 2028 and then you be na e kan eye mo amo ne ma mo frase am wo ye wo party u kan wasem nyina wie nyina achi no sa promote here na drusu what you say who sa promote no and mo akasa mo frase am na Ghana for be adenti na the first year in your administration munya 1 year mpo na mo frase yes ade it's just because man who say MPPA to na mo bia say timi tu sa na mo wie na nkabo mu ne ba there is no way and this besanya ahode agira ne na so bi enti enne obi a mo mo ne pa mo ma na adwuma nyeye no tiase dada ye push why so many push mon kasa tiranto onyaida and then the bansan na the moto ne nkra so onya ne push awo ye na di or how about party no na di how ba yewra Muhammad na di how ba what I say because and obi a odian chen bia nim say yewra Muhammad e me obi na no kasa wonko biem no Julius Debra no frase push na agenda and the baby also ko bia na Julius push maniko baby also vice president ko bia Julius do push maniko na so ye Haruna no so also be there is also start your waduma until you can't stop yewra Musa Dankwa say me manim fa ne push ma obere ne da bia obere ne da bia nti mon trans na mon nudum ho na mon sere yen MP for there yes that from team so ahwe we are already in opposition and we are organizing ourselves and what's more can say obi bia modem bia is better than yewra Baumia you are lying and this for the anymore because and no who popo be na chemwa within your first 9 months my first year campaign internal campaign within the first 9 months to be sit the history of Ghana and some of na say mamwa mumfa enya mamoso mo mumfa ntum ho na ye MPP de ye nim say ye gina oko ano ekwan bia so ye beye ye adwuma sa na ye sefata na ye timi organize ye ho in unity e de aba bagi power 2020 no fada kabre ade bia mwanwa wahu ai DSTV ntokwa ne DSTV for ne Sam George ntokwa da be no bewie da bi DSTV unsa Sam George de beto abontin say package na de man de bonus bia be ka ho yeah DSTV de abontin say a promotion ye ne be last year up to December so who is telling us the truth
say DSTV say a promotion
say a promotion
they say a choice upa kwaje upa
no
men
anya na gie no Sam George ebe kan say wakwa negotiation anya package bia bo Ghana fo o ti asena cheso no no de ba and na me no ka say the same thing yen so to data biso bi to data say your data ye top and compared to years ago no what has been the difference and the data no to no ba bia na so enti sani ma we ekoso yi why mu ne nya gidie ye Sam George o kan kura na kire Ghana fo na say the normal political gimmick na no ye the other Ghana for me. Ya dey wan yen tiase because ya na auto data ummo woni nasa. Na DSTV for so also ko am Ghana for afede o san be 419. Ade o yo promotion wo dey aba beto so wo na ka copy package e dey be kan Ghana for ye package. And the DSTV for say intro na ye promotion. So who is telling us the truth?
And ye busa say force so okoko to DSTV for
oh yeah I know the for so it's of choice
now obia bi opeso ye bia opa mento opa no wato
be man nye credit anya ne dia me man nye credit anya ne dia because obi na dia the promotion
ebe Sam George dia
no so no na be ono na ye press conference every media for I did to just say
and negotiation say do not denigrate a Ghanaian minister in favor of a foreign company. Upa men to DSTV. That's all. I'm from some who so Upa men to that's all. Why? Because argument as some judge you can say Nigeria they airful, na Ghana they ne boarding. And the other thing amonya muso baby miensa Nigeria Nigeria, Ghana and South Africa. MTN for na ekon. Almost Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa and Ebua. Now then the DSTV muntiminko the same tangent. Na over 1 million decoders and then Grofodi free Nigeria air turn the money. It transfer on the way. Now also your promotions, also in your promotion. Madian you're competitive because you should thrive on competition. Na ye can so no nipa nyina na person kokko hwe yi. Wo hwe UTV, ahwe nipa do hwe UTV. Millions. If you nipa do share other free to air channels. Millions. And one fan the antenna baby. Also want to so amunya no. Enya by force chinchina kokohwe ne de.
Nti of ADAKABRI emre bi atwa mu na Vodafone. Na okoto Siman
Near
300
sika eba foforo no eba fo na nkrofo tu kwan ko sunwan ekọ tamale no akoto bi di aba 1800 cities kra
na nanka 300 cities Vodafone ba foforo ebra ebu ye no ekoba asen and Vodafone chip ye sen
they encourage others to get into that business
Ghana for your businessmen momentingu parking so na ho enkoye de mayen na ye hwe competition na ho na nyeso bi biaje credit say no na na of ADAKABRI me nue kasa na ne ho em ho o see inflation about single digit bitina say inflation about single digit onko makola onko hwe se banchi yi ni sen emra na inflation 54 na bia bottle 15 cities and now inflation about single digit and na bia 25 cities per bottle what's inflation about from Emra inflation 54 cities no na kube baako na ye 5 cities and na me no ka say what's inflation about single digit kube 7 cities until the impact no hefa inflation now say about from Ghana for ye hu anaze ye hu and na brody ye twitwa ne kokko ko hezi twa na say ba yira ye sensen ye kiro kwan ho kra na ye twa na 2 cities until wo inflation now dey bo ho safo he say aba amane ma akoyie no enema no hefa and I yank bonting, na Jennifer Nankata Classo, SSU, and not to a dear crying to Nankampo, Obido Cow Babitia. And it's a good inflation. A man in Marco Yama, to be shut time was your coat to a better studio. Yeah, that's a kind of one year. You did that one every day.
Then I wouldn't catch on.
Over. I am not surprised because MPP Nikasa, Uti and what ye. Was a Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra, echo weekend keep faith into a campaign. Ebe, we are boss. I say we can't wait. Come can't send me. Enti abusha for a do Saturday, any Sunday and a pa. You call packet cars. Ewo. Or is it OEB, right? Ayi mensa. No more for a bribe pono kobano. Almost so many the campaign managers and executives. Where from this logic? National Chairman Johnson Sidun Ketia. Echo, thank you to. Was wanted that. During the elections, if you care to know, now Vice President, a team. The president who was the main candidate, known who won the team, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And also the national chairman, known who won the team. My boss, no kasa team nuhubi. Omo bontua echo, in fact, enkrasia President Mahama anti me ura hono. National chairman eurai. Okobontua. No catch there kromo forces se moto abane ma ye wi ye ba bedamose. Ye to aba no wi no mampeni Mahama wadi nkunim ayampa oti abankasi mo ye na dwuma okonto abo, that's true. Or the asada command Ghana for na yefo no okoye on the regional capitals nko. And in some situations few communities obetimi akọ no okoye. But the nooks and crannies of the country still remains under our promise to come and thank them. One the leader of the party, yes, as national chairman. The national chairman say, as a leader of the party who manages the party now as a chairman, me koda say ya to abama NDC. Na me ne party ma adi nkomo for moi. O say a campaign to no oko. Why the cast them natural? Mo party ni jina brane. Popo blibli NDC. Oh, I see. And then they are positive popo blibli NDM jitum. Enye bini mu die. Mo nwem ho. Ebi na mo twa krata de koma bro yen say on National Disciplinary Committee a was say mo yen live hearing. Some be yeska kutu ya on. Ye hwe mo, ni ye twen mo so. Enti mo nsumusun. Right? Mo nsumusun na mo nwem ho. We are not part of it because where we are over. Ye concern ni say na ni emi so me catch party for no say we must not pay attention to this kind of destructive tendencies in the system. A negative energy. That's a who the one son what you know one or how yen chain a brand swan ye NDC for yen nipa ebe yin to mana to frank amaye yenim obi abe kanasem now so at the end of the day nipa ba ko pen be partner nim e brand swan party for be tie nipa na num kasa no be to aba no so ama no ade omo ye ebi asipen 2022 21 eba also General Secretary, Sidon Ketia, Obe contest national chairman then, Fuson Pofo. Obe contest, Obe contest, then before no mechile. Say, national chairman, pa, uko tuni die, and cheye, or the Chihuahua partner, ye end this near dear party. Any General Secretary so contest national chairman position. Also contest here, and in Chemubaba, no MP 14 chair, Elshu May. O contest here, you obey national chairman. Ya bomo bramusun aje tumi afri munsem in fact ya bom kotoma pempem ayi monum na mwawe ene musina tutu echire din ya tia bankasiem edi tumi muso na moto opposition ekun ndi monwem ho na monwem party munsem over was say wanted that say me say inflation ababedu 9.4% na mom bayire bo kwa ho ene if you care to know minum kube pa 7 cities kubenu kube koye ko do 12 years I was like 12 cities that's the last 2 years kube e ko do 12 cities okay yeah ba bem na kube e da 10 cities kube ya 10 cities and na be do 7 na won na yam yase but ye ka inflation na and chese nyoma bo and timra from him that's not what it means the rate at which a nyoma bo e cost and call the sabium which is true. Momo time driver ni koto petrol na diesel no kofa bank a free access waba anajo onkoda na fuel na da be 13.7 cities ombedu na pana ku 13.9 na 20 pesos na beda so no why na ekopedia sem driver na epedia sem opesem wi ho na kotu asa bank ne ka ho na kotu asa 20 pesos ne ka ayeye consumers ni betu aka fuel price have remained relatively stable for some time now. And remaining a while. And these are the contributing factors. Besides that, Adrianiaba, that is another issue. And it was someone who come and that's the right at all. Yeni Kroma, and I'm a minister of a Greek. Or they body a coaching, or they coaching body a buyer, Bacoba say, a Becca Jansen. A debate 1 week, no body in gum, body ura, a cozy saying. And your mamma Babuyano, now you're calm, and in the Ghana for you more sing. We are not priding ourselves, but we are only reminding ourselves the progress we are making. And that progress, you know, and yet NDC are buying progress, and yet President Mahama progress, and yet Obia progress, that progress belongs to the people, belongs to the ordinary people, the vulnerables in society. Yeah, we got to Santini, December 7th, last year, Etu Abayi Mahama said, these are the people that serve positive gains belongs to them. And we thank the people for seeing the vision and voted for that vision. Okay, and this amambu nshweni enti yeden. Yen famumra. Yen famumra na. Emu say so far MPP ni biantimi trafidi shunka. So Mahama feliti ento abama MPP mo timeka bida. Do you even have a leader? You don't have a leader. Mo party chairman po mu nibi. Enti that hostility ne ahanta no mo fantra be motena na mo nya niemu ya man because that mo ye no mo ni mfo a kamo nyina si o kamo hyesoro Ghana for the kofra na mamfo for 8 solid years. What did we see? Zero. O be kan galamsi asam eno kwampo na omo kana me bote no over galamsi still remains a challenge, yes, but there is a political will to fight it, and we are making gains. The turbidity ratio of the water and the air kosoro. Yes, we are making progress. Maybe who news atem ya modia to NIT FM Facebook page. A soldier for me be a Yachomo Western region, and the 2 civilians are more armed robbers. Over a time. As if na enu. Say Ghana soldier nipa yedi tuo. In fact, yedi wa quantity at a two. Be a fiba course a busumin crown. A real time of mine sika edi ato akonde. A show say. For ball mine home by na time for betu share so fa twitwa gi and free atam for nsem no what that no ho dua bruni e de sa akade no e de kobokro no kwa ho e time asefem and these soldiers must be investigated. For the first time after many years, Ghana Armed Forces the statement about Bontin say they are going to do recruitment. And that recruitment will be done at the regional capitals level. Competent, qualified people will be recruited, going through all the protocol procedures laid down by the Ghana Armed Forces. And to meet the standard protocol procedure, so deployed by the forces now, you will not get access to enter. And that will include background checks of the potential recruit. So the buyer end up and infiltrating the reputable agencies that the Ghana Armed Forces with criminals who will go to training after that. What we saw over the last 8 years under MPP, wrought with opacity and employing party faithfuls and party agents, turning the whole recruitment process into a reward package to party loyalists. We are not going to go by that. And let me also tell the NDC members, na Malaba, no protocols. Mr. Amalaba me protocol because me Ghana Armed Forces agent, recruitment agent bia. And excuse me to say President Mahama or no Juma or Minister of Defense. And no party member or party official and or what protocol is to be that or demo ubia. If you have qualified academically, now go to the physical strength and the capabilities and the potentials now. Take your time. The statement is out. Minister very soon publish the data recruitment in the best study. Time no sure. Go to the recruitment center and go through the basic selection procedure. Ufamwa, when you wajuma, we will make the process as open as possible. So that by a brand or tear dance gromisa, Bokyo Krum Bakaopa, Hasunya Wodia, and other places can equally have access to join the forces and serve Ghana and serve her faithfully. Because if we don't do that, near the political interference into the recruitment agencies anymore, into the recruitment into the security agencies now, I know, and then lead it to San Yoma Waya Yehui. And we are not going to go by that because President Mahama promised to reset the country. The resetting agenda Ghana for 18 and Super Metro Mamano. That resetting agenda means that we are going to depart completely from a new MPP before yeah. And the Ghana for before the two Betia. It's how we end this thing. Now, if it's a new MPP for a year, ya Ghana for two Betia or more. Yeah, Cassatia Timam for the tea. Yen Sanko ye chi and quest on your manner. I don't think so per part ni. I don't think so per my knee so. And I don't even believe that you buy a new man. Into over. Sanya Paul Ekaye, I think Galatians 2:14. Yeah, 2:14, yes. Say me dream and someone.
Obi a wo no what the Bible ye quotations na dia wo da ho kra na ye kai went me anyone no. Was that Patrick was the Bible be hu na ye.
Over me see. On the most serious no. Asama Paul kind say. Asama Paul kind say. Say me dream the masinu. The madwire gu some say bi mu a na ba yamra tofo. You know what that means? And someone ye kat ma Ghana for tie eto abatia MPP no. So ye NDC for sa twa ye ho ekoye sa nyoma ne bi mu a. Enye abufusho eda yanim. Sa abufusho no de. We are not prepared to face it. So therefore we will do the right thing and maintain to do the right thing.
Say abufusho intina na Ghana for wu okwan so yi. Ofa, ye ni abufusho ne ampa. And na some no kind of quotation ma je di. Cause I say the word draguno. So sign also the sia. That's just what tomra. That bufuchu bed the bounce. And the anuntina and Ghana for you huna money. And the nuntina and their crimes every day. Of our bridge in the frozen. Brimso. Holy Pados and the woo. Oh wow. No, Father Cabre. I said the Madiaco contribute who's been passing maybe a gem. Say Ghana for near the Eura Mama better Kunyan so near my because of Ghana near who be that. And I mean, yes, I did was to be you. Very confirmation. Now, and a cheerful and what drew them. Say me at Tiha was a quotation. A casino could be at 12 cities. I want he found one cry. A cheerful tea, and no one who said, who could show you that you was in truckers here been years. So how do you all see inflation about form, into the amount form, and then no say beer, bottle here 25 cities. Na kube 7 cities. Nan da koko ye 22 cities. Now we see a yama Ghana for. Yeah, that was it. Cocoa 3 cities. We call them 2 cities. And will be a country when it was a cocoa 3 cities. I told you why. Ghana for you because omu yedi mamu timi de ntro na da wom and then I could see the say. Na ye beka odu beka galamsey asem. Papa mesro me nko ho. And then Muamu national organizer. He is under investigation. Muamu national organizer. Onua otimi as a instructor said IGP task force. Ekutia galamsey should be rejected from the site. Yam pamo mu free ho. Can ya pay within 24 hours no man panyi about that command. You are here talking about galamsey. Well, it's a handable was a free and the yensu na eje free some no. E bin si da se na control me kura ye die na yema ho warning say yentu ebo na enema akwa chemical akofre control me na ye die mu. Enne wo ye Ghana ni na tenkra na ye so wunya nsuo no ma nsuo de obenya nom na mo madwani a wudi na so odwen ho. Because we nimba bi adwani free ba ne ba bi ewudro kura e wo sase no mo yetu adwani free. And this are the whosama na Ghana for kwakudu. E bin si da wo man yi mu. Me ne okasai Ghana water for across some of their pumps from production. It's all better casting so some echo year. I told you wow. And now you were Muhammad himself were fairly Ghana mobile or show mobile of 24-hour economy. And now see him 4 million. And now you galamsey. Into any of them galamsey because I know who did. And the boss was the man they say 24-hour economy. I call that 24-hour galamsey true. And I'm what they are better Ghana for. Yeah, that must say. Because ye dimun truchi and kasai ebuaka ye minimum and na boso kan for $1 kra dia kra ne makro munya bi o man kasa de som de koto bank no o mu ko use o mo san jo 5% say mo san 5% the fiscal bi o kwa wo use e toji mu a se mu giri se we nyina ye ntigana for ye mo ese mamu a amareba and the petrol e won to bi o coupon na wo use yeah ye ton de ye hwe se ne petrol o kira kwa me no kasa petrol mo san to Ochina ekura to put 3.4%. Mobile matu electricity 18%. Matu so how many percent? So mo ka we nyina bo no mo gisa money Ghana fu edi ni year. Yen MPP for there. Ye betu ebo na yesese ye party. Ye nim se Ghana for we mu gidie. Na abri nyina wo kasa na ba umi 38%. And okwa for say the interest aka ho. Memma money ni because enya se MPP for control about MPP for. Enti we da monyere mo ho na mununu mo ho ne mununu na mo won and na wan ya pondru ya mo frase etwe mo ho ma abo na yi ase educate akohia ayi Julius for ayi asante hima 40 days ase went me anchia ni nyina ye tie kire hwemo say ye mamo a ye de ye da form ti so ahwe ase ye be sore gina ho.
Final comment.
Over. I think a share of platforms where it should be very serious, Kakra. You take a tier for some very seriously. And say, you share more. We are here for serious business, and this platform, no, it's not meant for jokes. Who beka galamsey asem? Please.
Baby, are the fire.
Time sure.
But baby, I call them.
This is Professor Frimpong Boateng galamsey report. Ubeka galamsey asem. Page 12.4. Last paragraph of page 12. Also, throughout the struggle with the illegal mining in a small illegalities in the small scale mining sector, what baffled me was the total disregard of the president's commitment to protect the environment.
Final comment,
final comment, Nini. I can state without any equivocation that many party officials from national to the unit committee level had their friends, peers, agents, relatives, financiers, or apparatchiks, associate assigns, girlfriends, mining and employing the Chinese to mine for them. And then control them safe. You about 9 months to control them safe. And I've been a control them safe. The hypocrisy and the double standard. Mensa mekana ask one thing I say. Offer. Mensa Tim Subium. Galatians 2:17. Paul say, Niyama jula gunu. Se mensa Subium na mabayamra 2:4. And I caution say, and someone MPP for a year brown no mutia bam, suban kahanta ni dwe, and then you funu Ghana for kasa tia ye ya ye bomu chidom. near catch on Ghana for some to Abamaya, Yabino, Ghana for the 2 minutes and a B, any illegal recruitment into the security agencies, any party faithful, someone to be infiltrated here, and then yet armed robbers within the security agencies. A B see that. And it's a yes, I try who yes, I knew Macrona, Nanny Edgregun, Sensibium, a banner, Yabam Ratofo, now Ghana for Bufu show at the name. That's what I mean. And get it right, the content under which I made that reference. Over. We are on course and we will get there, we will succeed. It will never detract us.
Final comment.
ADAKABRI. So mean that's more because I'm going to meet you and yet Adam could from the Indian Association. Ghana for 8 years. Said, ne, what's it Galam saying? Mobile motivator whom be. I told you more. And ne, the Uncle Ben said, more honey moon. Munya 1 year. As we look at demonstrations, are actually eba with the issues of Galamseys. So when ne, who did say more Yahoo be. Ghana for a few, and then your team who party chairman or no team stop police if I call Galamsey site. Party chairman, constituency chairman team stop Galamsey. I soldier for a cost stop Galamsey. So you say no Namamuku Galamsey ya. Move up a opposition and some Mukai. We are expecting some mobile Bermuno and can send some nan and move to the Ayajuma. There's more opposition, some Mokan Baku couldn't have much with the Ayajuma. When it comes to Galamsey issue. Bako kura no amatim de ayadwuma de mo ka fa LGBTQ+ mo mantimi anya amfanya adwuma garam se mantimi amfanya adwuma edmu de na se mutim de ayadwuma it say ne mo di se monya Ghana fo monya tumi nti se no mo na motia so nti mo be de mo pa Ghana fo be hwe mo na mom emre ye ni nkaso mo de se bi mpefo ka se mumu pako na mbeka ko hie obi so ya de o kwan so nti yan de
Kugo we de Kugo we offer ayo mo ya papa
ya MPP for de
ebe na de yi
Kugo we ayo mo ya
pa na adwadifo ma no my disappointed and wasi results you buy and kwada ko wasi buy and ko hia wo frustration mu kom obi etimi free tamale but see ko global guest. Say according to perspective, so we could do a na paper bi ankwa nya ko do school na wasan asa na chiko tamale ba and then I bring guest ne dey kaka and mo 17,000 15,000 and na kwara anya school a ye pesi no mo 17,000 mo 17,000 say aye mamwa aye mamwa
Aye one allegation on my head. Aye one allegation. Social media. Who come to Nika with the first? And then who come to Nika with the first? Who come to Nika with the first? Oh, I said that. What can trust? I'm a Ghana for him. No. NPP as a party because NDC didn't try to that Ghana for the scammers. One day one factory must say the whole nation. 1 million $1 say $1 million per person sell the coin. I'm also for demonstration Ghana. And also for the wife. Keep posted to the wife. What's about I said that. I said that.
You pass it down Emma Amaliba Kingsley Haruna of the National Democratic Congress. I said that's from Ekoma Patrick Uku of the New Patriotic Party. Omunyina. Only because you're the demisi about the Major Sajima Boni Chidom. On whom you could free and then so touch the Nina Mona ADAKABRI Mamudu Osioma, Menamidi Juadia Uchiame. Nina Siason Asonia Seda Ekoma Abna Frema Bankro. Or no, now, see the Benia. Or no, a technical production. It's in also. But for now, you back up here. If you're not Yakon, Ulaka Michael, Abnamoe, and DJ Foreigner, Omni Diabeco, Gusuneti Neat 100.9 FM.
Jose tete ire ganye, ire ganye. Mami tete ire ganye, ire ganye. Abo san tete ire ganye, ire ganye, Yesu le ganye. Ay, ikatobe mawale fuma, wame no be mawale fuma, otito be mawale fuma.